It's time for Wisconsin race fans to gather round. Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show. Thanks for joining us for our 41st consecutive season. We are your destination for news and interviews from NASCAR, the Upper Midwest, and within the Wisconsin racing scene. The Racing Roundup Show is America's longest-running weekly motorsports show held in front of a live audience. You still have time to join the racing crowd for tonight's show. And now, here is the host of the Racing Roundup Show, Jim Trado.
Hey gang, how are you? Glad to see you on a Tuesday night. Guess where we are? We're at Utica Bar. Can't wait to tell you more about it. I got a couple special guests right at the top of the show. We're to welcome you officially to a Benson Valley Bourbon Roadshow. Thanks to our friends at Hogan Farms, Utica Seed, and from Rock Diesel. They are great people. They're helping bring this show to Utica. We were here last September, had a great time. We are not one wide, we are two wide. 2 lanes of race cars on display. A lot of Hogan Farms sponsored cars. We've got a lot of great drivers to talk to. A lot of celebrities milling about as well. Looking forward to having you join us here at Utica Bar. The address is on our website, racingroundupshow.com. It's in Utica. You can also come on Facebook or click on our page, click on the Utica Bar sign, and here we are. Pizzas are going off the shelf right now as well, so if you want to come on down and join us, it's pizza night at Utica Bar. We've got a lot of great guests on the program. Our first 2 guests happen to own the joint. How about a big hand for Jason Schuler and his wife, Becky? Guys, thanks for coming out to the lobby, the patio. You guys live here. You work here.
Mainly her.
Thanks for coming out thanks for letting us be here, I guess, is the main thing. Bunch of racers hanging out here by the grain barn, whatever you want to call it. What is that called? What's that round bar section?
The bin.
The grain bin. The bin?
Corn bin.
Corn bin. Have you done a lot of sweet corn festivals out here?
Just one.
All right.
Utica Seed.
Ooh, yeah. There you go. Utica Seed. Absolutely. When it comes to having fun, you guys know how to do that. Both growing up in a racing family, both racing a bunch. What's it been like owning a bar now for a little over a year in Utica, Wisconsin?
Well, it's been really easy for me because Becky pretty much does everything. I mean, I'll clean tables and take out garbage and stock a little bit, but, I mean, she pretty much rocks it. So.
Yeah? Well, you've got a little more experience here as a manager before you purchased it from Hansleen, right?
Correct.
How long has that been now, total?
I've been here, I don't know, 6 years.
All right.
Total.
Good.
1.5 owning it, so yeah.
That's fun. It's
so fun.
Yeah, it is. What I want to talk about is the menu. I know this is pizza only night tonight. That's okay.
No, it's not. You
It's
can
not?
order anything on
Really?
the menu.
I thought it was pizza only.
No. It's just pizza night, and you guys loved it last year.
We
so,
did.
Yeah.
We had a lot of pizzas going out the door. Matter of fact, come on down and join us. So what else is on the menu tonight?
Special today is BLT wrap, so that's every Tuesday. And then there's all kinds of stuff on there. Reuben's, patty melt, bacon cheeseburger, Icky Burger. That's a cheeseburger with bacon, pepper jack cheese, and a fried egg on top.
I'd like 2 of those to go, please. 1 for me and 1 for me. 2 for me. Sounds great.
Yeah.
And you guys make all the food here, I'm guessing. It's really a nice way to say, hey, if you want a good meal,
Yes.
we're a really good place to be.
Yeah. Well, people keep coming, so.
And these hooligans in the crowd we can't see because the cameras are just facing us. How much fun is it hanging out with a bunch of racers that they don't race as much as you guys go to the racetrack anymore either? But it's kind of fun. You guys have a lot of lifelong friends that support you.
Yeah, I mean, they actually are at the track and race a whole lot more than me. I mean, I've only raced once in the last 3 years, so that's enough to figure out that I'm really not good at it anymore, and it takes me forever to figure out what I want to do, and yeah.
Well, I was there to see it. It was at Madison International Speedway. It was the Joe Shear Classic. You raced a truck that is sitting here next to us. It's got Hogan Farms on the quarter panel. It's got Rock Diesel on the quarter panel as well. Friends of yours and supporting as well. And the colors of Alex Lee, which is really cool, the 31L. I did see that truck race recently at Dallas Raceway Park with Mike Winters driving it. What's the impetus behind getting back behind the wheel of a truck, especially this one that you own, Jason?
Well, Mike and Alex were really good buddies, and it was unfortunate. I think we had a head gasket blowout at the Dells, so I'm going to try and get it back together and have them race the Halloween with it.
That's kind of cool. What was it like getting back on Madison International Speedway, a track you used to dominate at?
Well, I wouldn't say it's dominating.
I'll say it. You can look it up. If you find the records, go ahead.
Anyway.
You had fun on it, though.
No, it's definitely fun. I just, I was thinking the trucks are really competitive. I mean, man, they're qualifying every lap. I mean, you can't just save your tires for the end because, like, you're going to get lapped.
It's really, but you guys are involved. You've been involved. Let's go back now. The Midwest Truck Series started at Madison International Speedway. It's been around for a long time. But it's kind of cultivated through the idea that, okay, we're going to build truck chassis. And Pathfinder Chassis, which you've been directly involved in, has been involved in a lot of truck builds. Other chassis manufacturers are doing it now as well. But it's kind of close to you guys the entire time of the life of the Midwest Truck Series, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, well, honestly, I just built a couple chassis for Dalton Zier, but the last ones I built were actually in the 90s before I moved down and drove for Risers. So I built chassis out of my shop here and for 2 centuries now.
Oh, wow. Wow. We're talking into the 21st century. That's amazing.
But honestly, it's kind of funny, this 31 truck here. Mm-hmm. I was actually on my way to Zach Riddle's shop to pick a car up from him, and me and Lars seen this thing sitting alongside the road. And it ended up being the first chassis that Kevin Latch ever built.
Oh, wow. The originator of Pathfinder.
First truck chassis, which, yeah. And it actually happened to be chassis number 31. Oh. So, I mean, I'm double sentimentally, like, I definitely got to fix this truck, you know?
Yep.
So that's the story of why I even got a truck to begin with.
So if you know the name Nottestad, you know they race in the area a lot. If you know the name Grunberg, you know they race in the area a lot. Well, back in the late 80s, early 90s, this guy named Hoppy, her brother Brian, this guy named Schuler, Jason, and this guy named Kenseth were the ones to beat when it came to short track racing at Jefferson, Columbus, Madison, you name it. There's a lot of fun memories from racing against those guys, I imagine.
Yeah, too much to talk about, really. But
and Becky, what was your official role when your dad's team and all that? Your brother's team when he raced with the Gildan bunch. What was your role on the team?
It was the same role I had with Jason. I was a great spectator.
Spectator?
Yes,
wow.
number 1 fan.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I did load my brother's car a couple times and take it to the track or whatever. But
did he ever let you drive it from the shop to the hauler, or from the pits to the hauler, or the pits to the?
Him?
No, you.
Oh.
Drive anything, race car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, my son Cameron, when he started racing, that was kind of a funny thing. So, yeah. He was racing at Madison or helping someone, I don't know. And Cameron's like, I don't know, my ride's not here or whatever. I said, get in, let's go. So that's probably the most experience I had in the pits. Otherwise, I was always in the stands. You do your job, I'm going to do mine.
It's obvious we can talk racing all night, and they own the place. So let's talk more about the business that we want people to support here at Utica Bar. When it comes to what special events you guys hold, is there anything special upcoming on the calendar? Because we're sitting in a beautiful outside display. There's a big tent behind us. You guys have bands here.
Yes.
What's coming up on the schedule? We can help support you.
So we're coming to the end of summer, obviously. Well, summer's past, but this Saturday we do have a pretty amazing benefit coming up. It's for a local guy from Stoughton, Nate Gallagher. It's a little touchy subject for me. So he has a rare cancer. He's in his 30s. He's heading to MD Anderson for his treatments, which is where Alex, our son, went to for his treatments. That's here Saturday from 1 to 3. There's a ton of raffles. There is so much stuff going on for that. And then we do have one more event just coming up, a band on Sunday the 28th, I believe it is. Jackie Marie, she's pretty fun, old kind of country jam stuff. And then we'll just kind of wrap up. We do bands sometimes on Saturdays or Sundays, Sunday days inside or Saturday nights, and then starting up again right away in the springtime. We'll kind of alternate those between Saturday and Sunday nights.
So can we catch you guys maybe putting the Badger game on every TV in that place, or you guys have something going on with any Badger games on Saturdays?
You will catch the Badger game on every TV, or these customers of ours will lose their minds, along with the Packers. So, yeah.
Anything else that we should tell people about to come to Utica Bar? What, are you open every day?
We are open every day.
All right.
We do close on Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We also close on Mother's Day because I have 2 male employees. Otherwise, everyone else here is a woman. So she's moms, whatever. So we do close for that. Otherwise, 7 days a week. Weekdays, we are open from 11 till close, whether that's 10 o'clock or bar time. And then weekends, we open at 10 a.m. and same thing.
All right.
We'll tell bar time if you need.
10 a.m. till you want to get full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the
you
kitchen.
need a ride?
What about well, that's the idea.
You can get an Uber here, just in case anyone's wondering.
That's good to know. And is there any outside camping available? Because you have a nice horseshoe pit over here. Does anybody roll their camper up and stay the weekend?
Not yet.
All right.
Well,
I'm giving you some
guys
ideas.
might be camping. I'm not sure.
We have a trailer here, and we're on the grass. We're kind of taking up a lot of space.
It's okay. You're fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
We want to thank you guys again for letting us be here. Thanks to your friends at Hogan Farms and Utica Seed and Rock Diesel as well. It's going to be a lot of fun talking to a bunch of racers, and we're all hanging out with you at Utica Bar. How about a big hand to the people in charge of Utica Bar, Jason and Becky Schuler. Guys, thanks a lot for letting us be here.
Well, thank you.
Thanks
Can
for
I just throw a quick shout out to my staff here too, because they literally always show up all the time for these little special things or on the odd days. So yeah, you guys will get great service too. Come back anytime.
Awesome.
All right, thank you.
We're coming right back with more on the Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show here, presented at Utica Bar by Utica Seed, Rock Diesel, and from Hogan Farms. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundup.show.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
This weekend at Dell's Raceway Park, it's the National Short Track Championships. The weekend played host to 11 different divisions. Tonight's card features the Big 8 late models, modified sportsmen, and short trackers. Championship Sunday features the super late models in the Hugh Deary Badger State Classic, along with the 602 late models and the GNL Inex Legends. Get your advance tickets online now at DellsRacewayPark.com. Dell's Raceway Park, Wisconsin's best racing entertainment.
Angler's Bar and Grill and Campground is your destination for relaxation and fun. There's a full-service bar and restaurant with 54 campsites with full hookups, all less than a mile from the beautiful Wolf River. It's where the locals go in Fremont, Wisconsin. It's also home to the Midwest Mower Racing Club. All roads lead to Angler's Bar and Grill and Campground in Fremont, Wisconsin. Visit their Facebook page for live entertainment and lawnmower racing schedules. Angler's Bar and Grill and Campground.
For your next purge or project, go with the pros. Source Services. Champion driver and Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer Dan Source founded Source Services in 1988 with one truck, one employee, and a tireless work ethic. Through the dedicated work of Dan and his employees, Source Services LLC is Southeastern Wisconsin's leading waste container rental company. Dropped and picked up by professionals, you can rent a dumpster for up to 60 days. Source Services sorts and recycles to reduce the amount of waste going into landfills. Go with the pros at sourceservices.com.
Jiffy Lube has locations across Wisconsin to serve you. Visit jiffylube.com to locate your store and to find the latest coupons and promotional offers. You're greeted by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Grab a water or coffee and know you and your vehicle are in good hands. Windshield wipers, new tires, and alignments are a few of the many services offered. Jiffy Lube proudly features Pennzoil. There's a whole lot more than no appointment drive-up oil changes at Jiffy Lube. Welcome to personalized car care. Wisconsin race fans, find your store at jiffylube.com.
The Racing House. From Slinger Speedway to the Nürburgring in Germany, we have professional, state-of-the-art racing simulators that allow you to authentically experience any racetrack in the world in your race car of choice. Our mission here is simple: to bridge the gap between motorsport and accessibility. Book your session online. Visit www.theracinghouse.com. We are open to everybody, whether it's you, friends, family, or colleagues. Come in and race against each other. Welcome to the home of sim racing in Wisconsin, The Racing House.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to our program at Utica Bar. It's thanks to Utica Seed, Hogan Farms, and Rock Diesel. We've got a great show for you here tonight. We're at the Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show at Utica Bar in Utica. You can't miss it. It's in downtown Utica. You can't miss the race cars as well. We're 2 rows deep in race cars. Can't thank everybody for bringing their cars and trucks out tonight. Wing, non-wing, trucks, cars, bandoleros. We got a great selection of cars and a car show here in the parking lot of Utica Bar. I want to tell you that we got some more guests on the program. I probably should give you an indication of who they are. Emily Billings is here. She's been tearing it up in bandoleros all summer long, all across the state, and she even goes across the country racing her bando. We'll have her on. Brent Edmonds brought his Super Late out here as well. Thank you, Brent, for bringing your car. We'll talk to him about his great runs at Madison this year. Greg McCarnes is here. He owns Madison, and with his wife, Angie. They got a big Halloween affair we'll talk about coming up here. I'm going to tease it that way. October 31st is a big day in their lives. It'll be after Oktoberfest, which Greg is co-promoting with the Deary family. Greg's going to talk to us about Oktoberfest. We're going to get tickets to give away for Oktoberfest. It's a big weekend, October 2 through 5 at La Crosse Fairground Speedway. We also have Austin Nelson here with Utica Seed, and a couple drivers he sponsors have brought their cars out. Thanks to Tyler Harding and Tristan Firsteth for bringing their cars down. Riley Stenjum's here. We got a lot more people on the way, and we got these three guys to talk to next on the program. I want to tell you that our show is brought to you by a bunch of great sponsors. Please look at our website, racingroundupshow.com, and support them by clicking on the logos on their website. We'll tell you about them throughout the show, and as you listen to the commercials on our program, they all support our show. They're all part of our program. They're all supporting short track racing, and what they love to do is go racing with us. So thanks to everybody for making this 41st season of our show possible. If you're looking to sell or buy a home or commercial property, choose the Rapina Group, Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty. List and buy with confidence. Hire a realtor that has the knowledge and expertise to get your deal done. Not all realtors are the same. Knowledge is power. Hire knowledge. Choose Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty and sell your house with the Rapina Group. Again, buy or sell home or commercial property. The website to visit, rapinagroup.com. This week is the Aaron's Art on Wheels Vintage Weekend at Road America, the Wilmot Raceway 2-day Fall Classic on the Kenosha County Fairgrounds, and the 3-day National Short Track Championships with 11 divisions at Dells Raceway Park. We've got a lot to cover on the program. I can tell you that right now. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for being part of our show again in 2025. Please find their logos on our website and support them as well. Breaking news earlier today, Tony Stewart, who won the regular season NHRA Top Fuel Championship, has announced that Tony Stewart Racing will field 2 cars next year in the NHRA drag racing, 1 Top Fuel, 1 funny car, and neither will be driven by Tony Stewart. Leah Pruitt's coming back as a driver, replacing her husband, so Tony's going to make his run through this year, his second year in Top Fuel, and that'll be it. He's turning the keys back over to his wife, Leah, to race the Top Fuel. Matt Hagan signed an extension a couple of weeks ago to race their funny car. So that's a little bit of breaking news here on the show. More news as we tidbits in and out here from Utica Bar. We got some great guests on this program. We got some great guests lined up right now, and we're going to talk to them about how much they're excited about being a champion and still championship races to run here in 2025 here in Wisconsin. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. 3 special guests here at Utica Bar. A special night for us on our Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show to hang out here outside at Utica Bar in Utica, Wisconsin. Let's welcome in the 2025 late model champ at Jefferson Speedway, owner of Precise Auto and Truck Accessories, Mike Grunberg, and from the Midwest Truck Series, John Wood and Robbie Rux. Guys, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for bringing the truck down, Robbie, and it's really cool to have you here. And Michael, I'm starting with you for obvious reasons. You finally won one. You won the championship.
Yeah, I've been bridesmaid more times than I can count on my hands. Quite a few to Casey, quite a few to Dale Nonestad, a couple to Sean Scheel. Finally got it done, and we were just consistent. Believe it or not, we didn't even win a race this year.
Wow.
So hopefully we can get it done next weekend.
That's amazing. The Jefferson State Championships are coming up. And Robbie, what did you bring along to help to entice people to come here to Utica Bar?
Some passes for the track. Give them out. And,
yeah, we got a bunch right here.
Friends.
Yeah, we got a bunch of these to give away after the show. So you got to be here at Utica Bar to win them. So thank you to Terry Tucker for bringing those down, hanging them off to Robbie. And it's going to be neat to see you race. The Wisconsin State Championships are a big deal. How many races will you end up competing in next weekend?
So Friday night is obviously they call it like your qualifiers. You will run a race on Friday, which will determine our starting position on Saturday, I believe. And then the winner of the first 60 on Saturday will draw out of their bin for the invert on the second 60.
All right. And you're going to be right in the mix of it. You're going to be the champ. You got the number 1 on the door already. Let's go.
Casey always likes to come to take away the fun from us, so he's always tough there, but we'll try to give him a run for his money.
Casey Johnson, another guest that'll be on our program here. We celebrate the show on YouTube. We love it, having it on our website, racingroundupshow.com, and we love spending time with racers across Wisconsin all summer long, and including the Midwest Truck Series. And you guys are racing as well, John Wood, at the Jefferson State Championships. This is a big deal for the Midwest Truck Series to kind of get that season wound down at some big races.
Well, last year, Terry and I talked about it, being involved in the 2-day show, and yeah, let's do it for next year. So Terry and I got together, figured out a few things. Our format's going to be a little bit different than their format. Friday night, qualifying, heat races, feature. Saturday night, same program. The only difference is on Friday night, all the trucks get show-up points.
Okay.
Equal across the board. Kind of entice everyone to be there. Come Saturday night, it's points, and that boils down to the championship for the weekend, which Nora's Bar, the Cleaver family, are sponsoring that event. $1,000 to win the championship on top of your Friday and Saturday night normal money.
Wow.
$600 for second, $400 for third. So little excitement for the truck guys.
Yeah, I'd say.
I think right here is a good example of somebody that might win that money.
So Jefferson Speedway is near Madison. We're kind of in Utica on the way to Jefferson Speedway. Madison's over that way. But more importantly, Jefferson Speedway is the home track of Robbie Rucks. First time racing this full season of the Midwest Truck Series. The series ran there once this year. Robbie won. Yeah. Now we're going back to your home track for the Wisconsin State Championships. A little bit excited or a lot?
I'm pretty excited about this one. I'm hoping my two-day show luck turns around because pretty much every 2 day I've been in, something's happened on Friday night, and it's messed me up on the points for Saturday. So I'm hoping that changes this year, with a different format. That'll be interesting. See how that goes. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, though. At least go back somewhere I know again. And, I had some pretty good success there this year and last year at the 2 day as well. So hopefully we can build off of that.
Robbie, what else is all going on that weekend? I know you've been there, probably grew up there at the big race weekend that ends the season at Jefferson Speedway.
Well, it's pretty much everything again. It's, it's one of those deals. It's pretty much the biggest thing you got at Jefferson, It's that end of year special. And it's always a neat event. It's one of those things you always want to win. For any division, really. It don't matter if you're in a bandit car, a late model, a truck, name it. It's just that place. If you race that place, that's what you want to win.
Mike Rinberg, you're now the champion of 2025. Those points are decided. So when it comes to this race, there's not that points worry. How refreshing is that? How freeing is that for you, knowing you're going to go chase Casey Johnson and other guys for the Checkers and the state championship?
Yeah, you just got to be consistent through it and stay out of trouble the whole weekend. And, the best man with the best finishes come on top, Really, we show up to win races. That's what we're there to do. If we win the championship, we win the championship. But our goal is to show up and bring home hardware.
MidwestTruckSeries.com is the website to go to see what the series is doing. We're actually ending the season 3 more races. Halloween at Dells Raceway Park's the final race. When it comes to racing, Mike does that. Mike also works full-time, and Mike also runs and operates Precise Auto and Truck Accessories. Tell us about your family business.
Yeah, it's grown a lot in the past 3 years, faster than what I thought it would. So I'm really busy. I'm actually really behind. So the championship, actually, my dad won that for me. I just was the guy to show up and drive. My dad's retired. He prepared the cars all week long, and I would come on Thursday, nut and bolt it, and sit in it to get scaled. So a lot of that was my dad, why I was working long hours and supporting my family.
So last time I was in your shop, you were tinting windows on a UTV. You had a bunch of trucks in there to get either truck beds or truck liners or tints, or maybe heated seats or leather seats. You have 1 million. Is it still 1 million, or is it more than 1 million now?
It's over 1 million. So if you go on, we're a dealer for realtruck.com. And if you go on their website, you'll see I can have anything that you see on there in one day, as long as it's ordered by 5 o'clock.
And where can we find you on socials and web?
Website is www.preciseauto-truck-accessories.com, and then obviously the same for Facebook. That's about the only thing I do. I don't have Instagram. I don't have TikTok, any of that. I'm old school. So Facebook and website, that is it. And then obviously Google.
He's a busy guy. They're all busy. How about a big hand for these guys? Thanks for being on the show, guys. Really appreciate it coming down to the Racing Roundup Show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more on this edition of the Racing Roundup Show. And that's our TV portion. Isn't that cool? We get to talk racing now. I want to talk more, Johnny, about this Truck Series championship. Grant Griesbach has won just about everything he possibly can win this year, but he just took back the point lead after racing at Dells and winning this and racing well in the Sauter Classic.
Yes.
4 points separate Grant Griesbach and Brandon Rankenberger. Exactly. And you got, as Jason Schuler already alluded to, you've got some really good competition coming to these final 3 races.
I mean, it is so close between, probably the top 15, but them 2 guys, good, clean racers. They do a great job. They're good with the media, too. I mean, it takes all the above. Are you going
to put them in boxing gloves and do some kind of publicity photos, nose-to-nose kind of thing, tail of the tape?
Well, I'm kind of thinking about it.
Yeah, well, Grant's a little bigger.
Yes.
A little bigger, yeah.
But
different weight class.
I mean, Grant, yeah, there you go. But Grant, I'm so proud of him being with us.
Yeah.
Him and the Lynch team. I mean, he wins the Red, White, and Blue Championship. Mm-hmm. He wins the Kaukauna Championship. he wins the Slinger Championship
Yeah.
with the super lights.
Yep.
And it'd be great if he'd win the truck championship. You know, I mean, I like, you know, everybody in my series, but that'd be kind of cool, you know, if he win it. And, I mean, Reichenberger, great family, man, one of the best. But
He already has a championship.
yeah, okay. But as they say, you know, may the best team win.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about, is teamwork too, just like Michael just said.
Oh, big time. And Robbie, for you, what's the ambitions for the rest of the year? What can you achieve to get to? Points-wise, Rookie of the Year, what are we looking at?
Yeah, the Rookie of the Year thing, we're leading that right now. I think 45 or 50 points on that. I think we're sitting 7th overall. Top 5, I think 4th. We're only like 20 points out of 4th or so. So I think we'll be all right with that. You know, if we get a good couple runs here, Jefferson and Dells and Lacrosse, I think we'll be all right. I don't know. We'll see. If I can end up, you know, within the top 8 or so in points and get the Rookie of the Year, I'll be happy with the year we had.
All right. How about sponsorship? Who's on that truck that's sitting right here at Utica Bar on display?
Crete Truck Centers, Hogan Farms, obviously. They sponsored the night. That was really cool, and so we figured, we'll bring that thing out and show it off. And them and Carl Shell, Wire and Sons Heating and Cooling, Badger Realty Group. I think that's it. I don't know. I forget a couple here and there, but that's fine. We'll figure it out.
Is Keith here tonight?
No. Fortunately, Keith stayed at home. Well, no, he's trucking. He's up north. He's nowhere near. We're good.
He might be one of your biggest sponsors, right?
Oh yeah. Keith, he's a character, but he's a good guy. You know, he means well.
Wonderful.
He's a wonderful guy. Yeah. He'd give you his shirt off his back. So it's really cool. You know, he let me run the thing, and we finally he let me run the thing the whole year, obviously. So. It's been a season for us, but it's been fun. You know, it's something different, that's for sure.
Yeah, and when it comes to championships, it's so hard to get there. You won a championship at Jefferson Speedway. Do you still have that race car? Or do you sell it?
I still have that thing. It's still sitting there.
You attempted to run it on the 19th and 20th next weekend at Jefferson.
I thought about it. They're trying to talk me into running all 3 cars, you know, late model, the hobby, and the truck. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. The top 2 is the most I would do. I've done that a couple times, and it's a lot, you know. We're a small group. It's just me, my dad, and my spotter Jeff, and that's pretty much it, you know. As for crew, and so it gets tough, you know. Especially that's who we got in the shop, and that's who we got at the track, and so one's enough. That's for sure.
Yeah, the Rux family is certainly involved in racing. Again, Jefferson Speedway, the Wisconsin State Championships, September 18th, 19th, 20. Is it 3 days or 2 days?
19 and 20.
Friday and Saturday. Got it. And that means Mike Grunberg will be racing there. You can win tickets after the show tonight. And Mike, when it comes to winning a championship, you mentioned your dad, how important he was. I also saw on your social post your son Jaden's been pretty much a fire plug for you too to win this championship. Who else is involved with your team?
Obviously, my significant other, Micah. She's a huge supporter of mine. But Jaden is constantly in my ear. He's a character. If I could have won one at any time, I think right now was probably the best for him to remember that his dad could accomplish a championship and not just finish second all the time. So it's cool that, you know, at 10 years old, made him proud.
Yeah. Has he raced at anything?
So we do have a bandolero for him. We took him out hot lap and we rented a track about a month ago. He did great. So me and my dad talked and we were like, we'll let him go shake it out with the other kids, you know. And, you know, he's been watching too much of me in the late model because he was driving that thing in so hard into the corner and he would get loose getting in with them just having the rear brake, and then he's overcorrecting and spinning out, and we kind of pulled the plug on him like, okay. We tried talking to him, you know, backing up the corner. He's got too many buddies there. So, you know, there was 15, 20 kids when we rolled in, all excited for him, and I think a lot of it got to his head, and
all right,
he needs to concentrate a little more, and we'll get him some more laps.
Yep. Well, he's going to also be at the banquet. I'm guessing that they're going to celebrate a championship with you at the head table. Who's sponsoring your number 1 championship ride this year, Mike?
So obviously, Hogan Farms has been a great sponsor of mine for a long time. Carla Morchauser, she's been on for at least 9-10 years. Got Club of Mark. He's been with me ever since 1999 when I started doing this, and then long before that with my dad and uncle. And then we got Dave's White Rock, which is my uncle Dave Grunberg. He owns the White Rock out on 14. Then Wayne Ace Bus and Limo Service. They're out of Oregon. So if you guys need a party bus, give that guy a shout. And then Vinegar Concrete out of DeForest. He's been on with me for 6-7 years. He's a great guy. Has done personal work for myself and my business. Done work for my dad. Great guy.
Yeah, it's really cool to have everybody involved in racing to a championship. Now, 4 generations with your kid on the track, right? Now we're 4 generations deep.
That post was messed up. It's some reason I'm thinking Dave Grunberg was my grandpa. So it's only 2 generations.
So we're going to 3 then with Jaden then, right?
Yeah, 3 generations
I
with
got
Jaden.
you. All right, got you squared away. Johnny, that's going to be exciting to watch the Midwest Truck Series race to a finish.
Yes.
With everything on the line. I mean, Robbie's racing for Rookie of the Year. There's guys trying to get in the top 10. There's guys trying to beat whatever you can do to win one of these races. Maybe for the first time like Robbie did this year at Jefferson.
Well, the exciting thing about it is you finish in the top 12, 75% of the races. At our banquet, you got a chance to win a brand new GM 602 engine and from Gandru Chevrolet. And that does a lot of push for these teams too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they want to make sure they make that 75%. They want to do as good as they can to be in that top 12.
Yep.
And that's a close race in itself. So, you know, among the Gandru Chevrolet motor, we got a lot of great prizes for the banquet. And, you know, I'm pretty proud of that fact too, that we got enough partners to make that work.
That's really cool.
Yes.
Midwest Truck Series is the website. The remaining schedule is there. Jefferson Speedway is the next one.
Yep. And then
Dell's Halloween's the last one. What's the one in the middle?
That's at Oktoberfest, Saturday night, the weekend of the 4th.
Yeah.
And that always comes up to a little excitement.
Uh-huh.
And then on Sunday, we have at La Crosse, Greg has a race called the Crate Fest.
Crate-toberfest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you have a 602 crate motor, you can race in that, whether it's an outlaw car, sportsman,
modified
truck, anything.
Yep.
And Drew takes and comes up with some money for that for just the trucks. So if you enter that race on Sunday, you're bound to get some extra cash on that one. So he's developed some partnership with some people, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Oktoberfest here in a moment. I do want to thank the folks that took the time to not only just get here, but bring their race cars. So I want to thank, we have a list here. Thank you to Greg Lapine for getting this together. Riley Stenson brought his late model. Emily Billings brought her Bando. Jason Schuler brought his Midwest truck. Casey Johnson brought his late model. We'll talk to Casey in a few minutes. Tim Cully with his late model. Bobby Wilberg's late model. That's got a 602 in it. I think he can race on that Sunday at Crate-Toberfest. Yeah, why not? Carson Phillips brought his late model. Thank you. Brett Edmonds is on the show. We'll talk to him about his late model sponsored by Hogan Farms. Hans Lean has a Silver Crown car here. Yeah, he won at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. You darn right he did. Thank you, Hans, for bringing that car down. Robbie Ruck's Midwest truck. Tyler Harding late model. Michael Grunberg brought his championship late model. Tristan Firsath with his 360 sprint car, and Zach Bowden brought his midget. So those are all here on display. Racers are hanging out with us at Utica Bar. How about a big hand for these guests joining us here on the program? Thank you, Robbie Rucks. Best of luck to you. Thank you, John Wood, as always, for your great support of our show and the series, MidwestTruckSeries.com. And Mike Grunberg, the champ of Jefferson Speedway.
The champ.
Going for the state championship. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate your support as well from Precise Auto and Truck Accessories. Their logo's on our website, RacingRoundUpShow.com. More to come at Utica Bar, thanks to Utica Seed, Hogan Farms, and Rock Diesel. We're at Utica Bar hanging out with you on a Benson Valley Bourbon Road Show. We'll be right back.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Johnson & Sons Paving is an asphalt and concrete paving contractor serving southern Wisconsin and proudly sponsors our weekly Bill Holland in the Groove segment. Trust a team of experts offering a full range of asphalt and concrete construction services for customers from Dane County to Fond du Lac and from Sheboygan to Kenosha County. Johnson & Sons Paving is proud to meet or beat their clients' timeline while exceeding expectations. Homeowners and business owners alike depend on the racers at Johnson & Sons Paving to stay on budget and to get in and out quickly while keeping their property safe and accessible at all times. For all of your asphalt and concrete needs, get started by going online to johnsonsonspaving.com.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin from their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, long boom service, truck starting, and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands. There's a play area for the kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club Points Racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Palicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman, 35 miles west of Milwaukee, and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
427-1000 American Foundation. Cracks and leaks in your basement, have no fears. We've been fixing those things for over 60 years. Trust and dedication, that's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When we decided to get our crack-leaky basement done, I am so glad we called American Foundation. It gave us a sense of confidence, and it gave us our basement back.
And it was the right choice.
Thank you very much.
American Foundation Specialist has been fixing basements since 1947. Satisfied customers are the future at American. Call American for huge savings at
427-1000 American Foundation.
Precise Auto and Truck Accessories is your one-stop shop when it comes to adding style and functionality to your vehicles. Owner and late model racer Mike Grunberg has 15 years of experience installing window tinting, cat skin leather, seat heaters, and seat coolers. There's a million accessories available. Ladder racks, trailer hitches, detailing, remote starters, and more. Precise Auto and Truck Accessories in Wisconsin Dells is a WeatherTech Diamond dealer. Bring your vehicle to the trusted guy, Mike Grunberg at Precise Auto and Truck Accessories.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, four-wheel, two-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
And welcome back to Utica Bar, the home of our Benson Valley Bourbon Roadshow on this Tuesday, September 9th. Glad to have you along with the program. You can join us this Saturday morning as well at 11:30 a.m. That's our Racing Roundup TV show. It airs on CW18 Milwaukee. That's in Milwaukee on CW18. But if you don't have that or you're watching us in the Philippines, you can watch the show live Saturday mornings, 11:30 Central on CW18Milwaukee.com. So you can't have an excuse to miss it. You can also DVR it, which I do, which is a lot of fun, because I can watch it and go, oh, that was good, that was bad, why did I say that? But it's a lot of fun to hang out with you guys and get the word out to a bunch of people. Over 4,000 people a week now are watching the Saturday show, and I guarantee you not all of them are diehard race fans. So that's another reason why we do the show. Not only just Tuesdays to get people aware of who is racing, but on Saturdays to get people to the races in Wisconsin. So thanks for being part of it. And we got to thank our sponsors for making that possible as well for the second straight year. Hey, next week, Tuesday, join the racing crowd at Polly's Pub and Eatery. And then our schedule goes on Tuesday, September 23rd. It's our last Benson Valley Bourbon Roadshow. We'll be in Oak Creek at Oak Creek Automotive Night at the Cellar in Oak Creek. We also wrap up our 41st season on Tuesday, September 30th. So next 3 Tuesdays I'm telling you about. A big night at Polly's. Join the racing crowd. Check out our show schedule at RacingRoundupShow.com. Click on the schedule page. This portion of our show is brought to you by the Midwest Truck Series, which is supported by Pathfinder Chassis and Wagner Automotive. Join the racing crowd at the next Midwest Truck Series race at Jefferson Speedway for the Wisconsin State Championship weekend, September 19 and 20. You can win tickets tonight, thanks to Terry Tucker, who's here tonight. For all the latest news and series info on the Midwest Truck Series, visit their website or stay tuned to our show. Their website is MidwestTruckSeries.com. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. We're hanging out at Utica Bar on a beautiful Tuesday evening. We're hanging out with a bunch of racers and fans. We have over a dozen show cars here. Utica Bar is a great place to watch all the Badger games, Packer games. They have live bands as well on weekends, and great food on their menu as well. The pizza here is outstanding. We're going to welcome in our next three guests on the program. Joining us now is the man who's in charge of Madison International Speedway with his wife Angie, Greg McCarnes. Thank you, Greg, for being here. We got Casey Johnson, who's got 3 championships, going for 4 in the ASA Midwest Tour. And on the end over here, we got Brent Edmonds, who's done a lot of great racing around the area. His car's on display. He's here tonight. Let's give them a big hand. Welcome them into the Racing Roundup Show. Thank 3 of you guys, 3 of you, 3 wide. For coming on the show.
Who knew?
I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's awesome.
Greg, I'm excited to see the fact that Madison International Speedway is going to be owned outright come October 31st by you and your wife if all things goes to plan.
That's the plan. We got it.
October
have a few more
31st
beautiful
day,
days
right?
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're awfully proud and appreciate everyone's support from day one. And what a great honor it is to save that racetrack and carry on the tradition. And looking forward to years and years ahead.
Madison International Speedway is also a track that hosts Friday night weekly racing, Thursday night street drags. They had a great program. MISRacing.com is the website. Is there anything left on the calendar this year, Greg?
We have a street drag on Thursday night of this week, and then we're done there. But we have plenty of racing to go, and these guys are going to be part of it. So for those of you that don't know, Brent Edmonds, he used to race with me in Big 8 way back when, and to see the leaps and bounds that he's made.
Race with Greg, meaning he was one of the competitors that Greg helped run the series.
Yeah, it's been awesome. The season he had out there at Madison, he was in the battle for the championship, which Sean Scheel ended up winning, but he was right there. And he kicked butt fireworks night. I haven't seen anyone dominate a night of racing like that in a long time, and it was really something to see. And then Casey going for his 4th championship with us on the ASA Midwest Tour. He's everything that's right about short track racing. These 2 guys represent. They work on their stuff and are good with the fans and just put on a show. So pretty cool to be on the show with them tonight.
Yeah, Greg, you also put together a Triple Crown challenge of 3 special races in a season for super late models. Casey's won that championship. So that was when you didn't run super lates every race weekend, but it was another way to attract fans to say, hey, I want to see super lates and somebody else come and race this place.
Yeah, we used to do that, but the driver that won the championship, he was complaining that he didn't get to keep the trophy.
Yeah.
So we had to quit doing that. Yeah, this guy. But he eventually got it.
I just got my championship trophy, like 7 years later, right? Something like that happens. Yeah.
Those trophies aren't cheap.
It was traveling somewhere, right?
Yeah, it was traveling in my office.
Well, your office does have wheels on it, or does it?
Yes, it does. Yeah. Matter of fact.
Mobile work operations for Greg McCarnes. Brent, when it comes to racing in Madison, I noticed you raced a lot. 7 of your 12 races in the ASA Midwest Tour have been at your home track, including 2 this season, the Howie Little Classic and the Joe Shear Classic 200. When it comes to racing there, now weekly, what's the difference just getting adapted to racing in these superstars in the Midwest Tour and racing on a Friday night at Madison? What's the difference?
Oh, it's a huge difference. The weekly stuff is, in my opinion, a lot easier to work on. You don't have the bump stops to work with. The line's about the same, but just how the cars react and how they feel, it's a huge difference. I'd like to think that it kind of carries over. It doesn't. We were really good at the Joe Shear Classic 2 years ago. And we went there with the same stuff for the Joe Shear Classic this year, and we weren't good. But I think that's important in racing. We can collect enough data, with the limited program, and try to make it translate over. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. The biggest thing to be competitive in the supers is you just need to get track time. Just developing a notebook is huge, and Madison is. From a driver's perspective, I think it's a really good track to kind of hone in on your craft, learn how to pass, but just comparing, they're kind of apples and oranges between the supers and the limiteds.
Yeah, Wisconsin's fastest half mile actually is right outside of Madison, and the neat thing about it is the track's been there for a long time. It's a big half mile, but you also have the Ring of Fire, which has a lot of different racing series that come and play there, including Emily Billings and a Bandolero on a given night. You also have visiting touring series come through there. It's going to be like an added program each Friday when fans get to go there this coming summer, right?
Yeah, so I'm a race fan first. I've seen racing at 251 tracks now, and I'm a dork, and I chase racing all over the country. And so I set the schedule with what I want to see on a race night. And so every night at Madison is something different, whether it's, we have the Arca Menard Series, we have ASA National Tour, we have the Midwest Tour, we have the late models are our bread and butter, so to speak, and they're they're the highlight of Friday nights. And then our misfit class, which is something that we came up with, which is a 22nd bracket class. And our 6-shooters, those are our 3 main divisions, and then we try to rotate a 4th every night. So just always something going on. And also, for those of you that have old race cars you don't want anymore, we're building a graveyard off the backstretch of old race cars. So we got a 57 Chevy. We just got a Hales Corners late model donated. We got a sprint car that got donated. So any walk of life of race car that's here in the Midwest, we want to preserve that history for years to come. Don't care what track it came from, but if it has a story and you want to donate it, we're your place. And like Rick Corso wrecked really bad this year, and he's dropping his car off next week. He goes, in 20 years, my name and my race car is going to be there, and kids are going to see pictures of that wreck and know who I am. And we're going to preserve that history. So there's other cars that we're working to get, and it's kind of a cool project that Chuck Deary and I are working on.
That is really cool. Casey Johnson's the quiet guy in the middle. His schedule is going to be wherever he wanted to race this year until he started doing pretty good in that Midwest Tour. Chasing the 4th championship all of a sudden, aren't you?
Yeah, so, we started off, we ran the first 3 Midwest Tour races, and it went really well. I think we won the first one, a couple seconds, and then started winning some more. So roped us right in, but we've had a pretty rough run of luck lately, with them bigger races. We've blown a couple motors, so fell behind a little bit, so we got to race pretty hard here at the end.
How far is your shot from Utica Bar?
Oh, man, 500 feet.
I was going to say hundreds of feet or yards. Football field?
Not too far, just up the hill a little bit.
And what I got to tell you about is the pride of what Casey is able to do with other racers. Not only is he winning races across the country and racing for another championship, the 4th in the Midwest Tour, but you are directly involved with a championship, 2 of them at Slinger Speedway this year. Jaden Johnson in a late model, who won his 2nd feature in a row and won the championship in his first year in a late model, and also Grant Kriesbach has a lot of your input on what he does in winning super late model titles. 2 of them at Wisconsin International Raceway in Kaukauna, and just Sunday locking up at Slinger in a super late. That's got to be kind of a pride-filled effort, but a lot of work too.
Oh, 100%. And I can't take all the credit. My dad and Dan Chesmore, they put in a ton of work on them cars as well. But yeah, both Grant, he's been killing it this year in a super late. And yeah, we do all the work on that thing. And then Jaden, he's a rookie, so you never really know what to expect with them, with a young kid like that. But, we had our bumps early, but he's really taken into his own, with drivability and stuff like that. And he's just on a roll lately and was able to wrap up his championship.
And Greg, before we turn off the TV portion of our show, where can we find out more information about the big Oktoberfest weekend, October 2 through 5 online?
Oktoberfestraceweekend.com has all the info. The competitor guide just got mailed out to everyone on the list. About 20,000 households are getting that right now, but check us out online. And October 2nd through 5th, Fest is best.
Yeah, it's a lot of great racing, multiple divisions, and a lot of fun, a lot of camping. It's a great event at La Crosse Fairground Speedway. Oktoberfest race weekend, Oktoberfest spelled with a K in October.
Isn't that how you spell October?
Yeah. That's the only way you know how to spell it.
Yes.
We're having a bunch of fun on the Racing Roundup Show. We'll be right back after these messages.
That's screw you up there.
That's something. Something's ringing. Okay. Thank you for joining us on the TV portion. That's going to be on this Saturday's TV show, Racing Roundup Show, on CW18 Milwaukee, CW18Milwaukee.com. Somebody's ringing something, but you know what? I'm excited to sit with all 3 of you guys because there's a lot of racing yet to go this year. Brent, we'll start on the end with you. The car looks ready to go. Where are you going to race that one next?
That one, I don't know.
All right.
We kind of been working on some things behind the scene here.
That's the show car.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been working on.
Joe Hogan calls and said, I need your car at the implement store. I need your car in the parade. You got to have something ready, right?
Yeah. We've been working on some things. Our next race will be at Oktoberfest.
Great.
That car might race. Maybe the following we'll see. We'll see how Oktoberfest goes and, go from there.
I did not see you in the results of Oktoberfest in a super late model.
No, we have not raced a super late model there yet.
How have you done there in other divisions? What have you raced there?
We've raced our Big 8 car a few times there.
Mm-hmm.
We're about a 1 for 4 success rate. We've been good, just haven't been able to get the finishes. In 2020 was our best year. We qualified 3rd. Worked our way up through the field up to about 5th with, I think, about 20 laps to go, and had some contact, spun out, went to the back. But we got a pretty good notebook. I've got some people behind me that have had a lot of success there, so I really lean on them, and they can kind of get me pointed in the right direction.
Who's all sponsoring that number 87, Brent?
Toby Race Products. Without them, a lot of this wouldn't be possible. They've really kind of helped me out and taught me how to work on the car and how to set the cars up. They've really rejuvenated my career since about 2020. Wegner Automotive, they've came on board the last couple of years, and they've been awesome to work with, man. I can't say enough good things about them and what they've been able to help me and provide me with. FRS Shocks, Schultz's Interstate Ag. If you need any agriculture equipment, grain handling needs, reach out to them. They're awesome. PDC, M&D Truck Equipment, Rigged Supply, LNS Truck, just to name a few that really helped me out. My mom and dad, can't do this without them. They've been really, really huge and sacrificed a lot to help me get here. So
sounds cool. A lot of good people involved with you. What you have going on?
Yeah. I mean, my crew guys are awesome. They take off work to help me work on the cars. It's been a lot of time in the shop that they take away from their family and at the track. And Dave Klein, my uncle now is in Florida, but for the early part of my career has really helped me out. And Ryan Latch, I can't thank those guys enough.
And Casey, when it comes to racing, we talk about the shop being within steps of Utica Bar. What all goes in and out of there in a given weekend or a given week when it comes to maybe helping a guy set up one car up or to managing a program like with Grant and Jaden this year?
Man, I tell you what, it varies week to week, but I mean, there's at least 2 to 3 cars that have to come out of there every week, But we got about 5 or 6 of my own, and then 2 of Grant's, and then Jaden's car, and then Jaden just actually purchased another car. So all together we take care of like 7, 8, regularly, and then we have pop-in customers or hanging bodies and whatnot. So we're busy.
The neat thing is, we know one thing's going to wrap up at Oktoberfest, the ASA Midwest Tour. In case you've been able to race for a championship, you've been able to race easily to win a championship, but you also had to race to win a championship at Oktoberfest. How important is that weekend as you look back and look ahead to what could be your 4th championship in October?
It's really important. Oktoberfest is just cool. It's the last hurrah for short track racing in the Midwest. To be racing for a championship up there is awesome as well. But just the weekend in general can kind of make you forget about it because there's a lot of racing, a lot of other stuff going on. So you just go up there. We're going to take a couple cars. We're going to take one car to run Thursday, Friday, and then we'll have our other car to run the 200 with, and hopefully try to wrap up a championship. We'll see. It's going to be pretty tight.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Super late models are racing on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, of course, being the Midwest Tour's finale. Greg McCarnes is shaking his head because there's a 19-page booklet.
There's a lot of
for
racing.
19 divisions. Is it 19 again this year? 17?
18.
18 divisions of racing over 4 days. That pamphlet is actually published already, right? You've got it in. It's on the website.
Competitor guides on there, and just super late model guys. Get your entries in by the 15th, and we'll have a reserved parking spot for you. And something new we're doing there. Scott Broughton said that he's entering his golf cart in the golf cart parade on Saturday. So that's new out in the campground.
Does it have to have 4 wheels on it? Can it have a blender with a fin on top?
Well, I think Dean's going to be in it too. So we got 2 entries already for it. So
Dean, you bring your golf cart here to Casey's shop right around the corner and get that thing tuned up.
It's really
it doesn't go that
well.
fast. I've been on that one. But we got to get souped up.
There's just so many moving parts on Fest, and to get that, it always feels good when you get the competitor guide out and the fan guide out and the camp site renewals and all those parts. There's just so much that the lacrosse team puts together. I'm a small part of it, and Austin's up there and Sharon's up there and Barry's up there, just working away, getting ready for Fest. It's just such a special event. Like I said, I've seen racing at 251 tracks now, and you go to those tracks and they got some big events, and then you see what Oktoberfest, the support of the fans and the drivers, what that week entails, and it's just cool to play a small part in it.
Yeah, big time. Oktoberfest race weekend. Oktoberfest has a K in it in October, and I'm looking forward to joining you guys as many times as I can. Heading up there for sure on Sunday to see the big ASA Tour finale. Are you going to run the Midwest Tour as well, Brent, if all things go to plan?
We are going to run the Midwest Tour.
Hot dog, because I mentioned Super Lates every night, but there's so much good racing, so many stories to tell, so much fun. There's a breakfast. There's a lot going on. Get the fan guide at OktoberfestRaceWeekend.com. You'll not be disappointed about planning out what's going to fly by, a race upon a race upon a race, and a great racing weekend. Hashtag Fest is best. I like to say that.
Yep.
How about a big hand for these guys? Greg McCarnes joining us, Casey Johnson, the champ, and on the end we got Brent Edmonds going for a win, his first try in a super at Oktoberfest. Great time this weekend, great time this year, I should say, great runs and wins at Madison International Speedway. When we come back, we're talking to a man sponsoring a car from Utica Seed. Emily Billings is here as well. Riley Stenjum's hanging out with us. I see a couple more people back there as well. Dick Johnson's here. Long time. He actually worked at Dells Raceway Park, Lacrosse Fairgrounds with Larry Wares. Dick is here, longtime scorer for Artco as well. A lot of folks hanging out with us at Utica Bar. We're coming right back on the Benson Valley Bourbon Roadshow, brought to you by Utica Seed, Rock Diesel, and Hogan Farms. Thank you, Joe Hogan, who's here tonight as well, holding court back by the bin. We're looking forward to having you join us here. Come on down and join us. We'll be right back.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Contact us on our website, racingroundupshow.com. We'll be right back with more of the Upper Midwest and Wisconsin racing scene, NASCAR, and the world of motorsports.
Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment is a fully equipped parts, sales, and service dealer of quality mowers, snow throws, trimmers, chainsaws, and more. Olson services what they sell, does warranty service work on big box store mowers, and their expert service technicians are ready to get your equipment running right. Put their stock parts department and friendly, knowledgeable staff to work for you. Visit the racers at Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment today at 14323 West College Avenue, just 1 mile east of Moreland Road in Muskego. Olson'sPower.com. Olson's Power Equipment.
At Automatic Transmission Design, we know your vehicle is important to you. When your transmission needs servicing, take it to the best. ATD in Germantown, Wisconsin. ATD understands how important it is to get your vehicle fixed right the first time. When you take your vehicle to ATD, our ASE trained technicians will run diagnostic tests to pinpoint the exact problem and answer any questions you may have before repairs begin. ATD has been providing high-quality, honest repairs to customers for over 15 years. We service all makes and models using the best parts and equipment available. When you come to ATD, you will get an honest assessment of the problem, simple explanations, experienced technicians, competitive pricing, high-quality parts, and their 100% guarantee. Money is not the goal at ATD. It is the result of fixing the problem and returning the vehicle to you. That is their goal. The next time your vehicle needs quality transmission service, give Charlie a call at 262-251-7777 or visit autotransdesign.com.
Jiffy Lube has locations across Wisconsin to serve you. Visit jiffylube.com to locate your store and to find the latest coupons and promotional offers. You're greeted by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Grab a water or coffee and know you and your vehicle are in good hands. Windshield wipers, new tires, and alignments are a few of the many services offered. Jiffy Lube proudly features Pennzoil. There's a whole lot more than no appointment drive-up oil changes at Jiffy Lube. Welcome to personalized car care. Wisconsin race fans, find your store at jiffylube.com.
Organize like the pros with Hefner Racing Products. Take your trailer to the next level. Upgrade your garage, streamline your shop. Whether you're tearing up the track or tackling home projects, Hefner Racing Products has you covered with the best made and widest variety of organizational accessories made right here in Wisconsin. Shop online now at hrpracing.com.
The Gravely Mower Series at Olson Outdoor Power is raising the bar on performance with smarter controls, longer run times, and more comfort. Add in layaway and financing from Olson's, and there's no lawn you can't conquer. Buy the best from the best. Gravely at Olson's Outdoor Power, Muskego.
Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, to watch show archives, see photos from decades of our program, and links to support our awesome show advertisers. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Hanging out with you in the beautiful Tuesday evening setting. Thank you to Jason and Becky Schuler for arranging the weather and all the fans coming out with us. A bunch of racers are coming out. We're at Utica Bar, a great place to hang out. If you can't make it here tonight, they've got great food, open 7 days a week. A couple holidays are closed, but in reality, this is a great place to hang out with your friends, right? A great place to hang out outside. They got a band coming up here at the end of the month. Find out more. Utica Bar is on Facebook, and it's really neat to see all the race cars and race teams and the support they have. Thanks to Joe Hogan for getting everybody fired up and ready to park their cars double deep here on the parking lot at Utica Bar. Thanks to our friends at Benson Valley Bourbon as well. They've been sponsoring our road shows all season long. Benson Valley Bourbon is rooted in history and crafted for the future. It's crafted from the finest ingredients, just 2.5 miles from Buffalo Trace Distillery. It's nestled along Benson Creek, a limestone spring that offers unparalleled spring water in the tradition of legendary bourbons like Old Kennebec. Their second release was bottled August 22nd, now available. Their High Rye Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. You can ask for it at your favorite joint to get a bourbon, but you also can buy it online or visit their store in Kentucky. Yeah, it's a little bit of a drive, but it may be worth it. You can visit their Facebook page or go online to shop at their store at BensonValleyBourbon.com. I want to tell you that there's a motorsports swap meet coming up. Miles from here is another cool bar. A bunch of racers hang out. It's called Nora's Bar, owned by Todd Cleaver and his family. Todd's a great guy. He's racing a Badger Midget this year. He's raced in a lot of different things. Won a championship, I believe, in a late model back in the day at Madison International Speedway before racing ASA National. Now he's racing with us around the Badger Midgets. He loves Sun Prairie. He's hosting a benefit. It's a motorsports swap meet that Jason Schuler here at Utica Bar wanted me to make sure you are aware of. It welcomes all forms of motorsports, asphalt, dirt, drag racing, hot rods, etc. Vendors are welcome. It's going to happen on Saturday, October 25th at Nora's Bar, Nora's Tavern. It's in Deerfield. Nora's Tavern on Highway 12 and 18 in Deerfield. It's from 9 to 1. Cost to reserve a spot or attend is free. You can contact Lars Johnson to reserve a spot. His email is larsjohnson1@yahoo.com, larsjohnson1@yahoo.com. All spots will be outside in the parking lot, so please support that motorsports swap meet. It's happening on Saturday, October 25th, 9 to 1 at Nora's Tavern on Highway 12 and 18 in Deerfield. And again, it's all free to attend and free to vend, but let Lars know ahead of time that you want to come and vend and be part of the program. larsjohnson1@yahoo.com. We are now welcoming in Dean Strom, who made the short drive from Muskego to Utica Bar to hang out with our racing friends to bring us what is the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report. Dean, welcome to Utica. I'll return to Utica Bar.
It's good to be here, Jim.
And
Thanks.
It's your fault we're here.
Thanks for having me. Don't tell everybody that.
Hans Lean owned the place, right? And we're hanging out. Dean's hanging out, coming through town on the way from a Badger game or something, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Utica is that way?
Yeah.
We got to stop at the Utica Bar. I'd never been here. Fell in love with it.
Hans owned the place, and when we talked to Jason and Becky, they were in the process of buying it. I think it was the day after Hans officially handed the keys over. You and I sat here and had a beer and were like, we got to have a show here. Now you know why. This is an awesome place.
It's a great place.
Yeah.
Great turnout. Fun to be here. Hey, it's time for the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report. For cameras, alarm systems for your home or business, program card access, custom-made security doors, on-call locksmith work, and more, it's a lock. Support the racers at Team Bonafide by calling them at 262-790-9400 or go online to bonafidesafe.com. Bonafide protects what you value. 604 Wing Sprints wrapped up their season Saturday night at Wilmot Raceway. CJ Mollig, Crown Division champion. CJ Contractors owner Chris Klemko won the feature and finished third in points. Chad Strouthammer of Big Bend took the track's Lightning Sprints title, and Brendan Mertez the Street Stock Championship. CK Contractors LLC supports our coverage of Wilmot Raceway our coverage of Wilmot Raceway and the Wisconsin Wingless Sprint Series. For lot clearing of brush and debris, lot grading, Lake Michigan shoreline restoration, pond building, and more, hire the professionals, Chris Klemko, and the racers you can trust at ckcontractorsllc.com. Huge Wilmot Raceway Fall Classic this Friday and Saturday.
This weekend, yeah.
On the Kenosha County Fairgrounds. Lightning Sprints, Winged 604 Sprints, MSA 360 Sprints, Modified, Street Stocks, Bandits, all are racing. Friday night includes IRA Outlaw Sprints, plus a bonfire in the campgrounds. Great racing returns on Saturday night, plus fireworks. Full details at WilmotRaceway.com. Max Sculliford and Adam Taylor were the big winners of the Jerry Reichert Memorial Races this past Saturday night for the IRA Outlaw Sprints and Wisconsin Wingless Sprints at Cedar Lake Speedway. Sunday afternoon was a wraps on the point season at Slinger Super Speedway. Congratulations to Jaden Johnson, driver of the Johnson & Sons paving-sponsored late model. He scored the championship and knocked down Rookie of the Year honors as well. He did so on the back of 3 feature wins, including his second straight feature win on Sunday night. Week prior to that, it was the finale for the super late models. That 100-lapper was won by Alex Prunty and Grant Griesbach. His name was mentioned earlier. Captured the season-long championship at Slinger by finishing second in that finale a couple weeks ago. Other winners this past Sunday at Slinger included Marty Takis and the Bees, and the Legend Cars. Art Hahn scored his first career feature win of any kind.
No way.
Yes,
wow.
That was his first feature win. He was pumped up. He was excited. In the Legends, Lincoln Kane captured the track title. Oliver Weinkoff in the Bandoleros won the feature and claimed the Bandolero Track Championship. And Scott Getzky won the figure 8 finale and scored his 12th figure 8 championship.
My goodness.
I know, right?
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
Our coverage of the Slinger Super Speedway all season long has been supported by Ricardo's Pizza, located in downtown Greendale since 1970. Ricardo's is owned by racer Richie Locke and his family. Ricardo's Pizza takes pride in their dough made fresh daily, fresh produce, signature sauce, and the best Wisconsin cheeses. Order the best at ricardosgreendale.com. It's been quite a season for Anglers Bar and Grill Campground sponsor Grant Griesbach. We talked about Grant winning his most recent championship at Slinger Super Speedway in the Midwest Truck Series.
Yeah.
Again, coming up, he has a 3 point with three races
four
remaining.
points.
3 races remaining, 4-point championship lead. So Midwest Truck Series going to play a big part here down the road as we wrap up the season in the Upper Midwest. Justin Grant became the all-time race win leader in USAC National Sprint Cars. Scored his 63rd career victory. Did so at Lucas Oil Speedway in Missouri. Ricky Thornton Jr. won the World 100 at Eldora Speedway and pocketed 72,000 big ones in that dirt late model crown jewel. Recent show guest Bobby Pierce, the last car to transfer in. Bobby Pierce, the last car to transfer. He's won the World 100 before.
Like last year, he's going for 3 in a row, I think. Yeah.
He was the last car to transfer in. Drove from the trunk up to 9th, so that was an excellent showing indeed. And Dells Raceway Park gears up for the huge National Short Track Championship weekend this weekend. 11 different divisions over 3 days.
Yeah.
Saturday night's Big 8 race, standard headliner, with the move of weekly late models to Sunday with the addition of the weather postponed 4th race of the Alive for 5. So we'll have super late models on Sunday, 100-lapper Hugh Deary Classic. Schedule is action-packed all weekend long, and you can find out the full schedule by going to DellsRacewayPark.com.
Lots going on, lots to cover. Dean, thanks for bringing the goods on the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report.
My pleasure, James. Thanks for having me.
Great to see you. And thank you for letting us involved at Utica Bar. If it wasn't your idea, we would not be here. So I said fault earlier. I want to say thank you. A credit to you.
All right.
For having the wonderful Schuler family host us for the 2nd straight September. And they asked us earlier before the show if we can come back next year already. So
they just wanted to make it an annual event.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of fun hanging out with great people. Like our next 2 guests on the program. Let's welcome in Austin Nelson from Utica Seed and a driver he sponsors, Tristan Furseth. Guys, welcome to the Racing Roundup Show.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Tristan, you're back again, but I see something's different about your sprint car. It's got the name Utica Seed on the side, but there's something else going on here.
There's a wing on top.
Yeah. Well, how's that been racing with the MSA 360s this year?
Oh, good. We just threw a wing on it to try it out, just
to
see it, and played around, and we ended up sticking with it. We did a full season with them. And
how's it going so far?
Pretty good. We've got a lot of top 5s with it, and almost won it last week. And
where were you running?
Seymour.
How'd it go?
We led 10 laps and then dropped down to 2nd and then 3rd at the line. But
all right,
I'm getting the hang of it. It's a little different, but yeah.
And going to a lot of different tracks, or some of the same tracks you raced before?
A few different ones, but mainly, a lot of same dirt tracks.
Okay. What's left on your schedule, Tristan?
Wilmot this weekend and then Plymouth the weekend after.
All right. The neat thing about this is you have to have sponsors to go racing, right?
Yep.
And you got Austin here as a sponsor. It's kind of cool. You guys are all working together. How close is your shop? And by the name Utica Seed, I'm going to ask him in a minute where that is. But you're right from this area.
Yep. About 2 miles away, and he's about probably 1.5 miles, so works out pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Actually, I met Tristan because across the street from him, we rent that farm.
Okay.
So that's how I met Tristan, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Each year I see him, and I'm like, oh, what's he got going on now? And so one day we just popped in and had a couple beers, and like, you know what? I could get on board with this.
That's cool. What is Utica Seed, and how do you help farmers, and how do you help racers?
So Utica Seed is a seed company. In about 2017, we started it, and we started just basically is my father and I farm. And it was a better way for us to buy seed to be more productive. And then things kind of snowballed. We kind of grew. Each year we grew and grew and grew. And now we are where we are today. And it's nice because we can give back to everybody in the local community. So I sponsor Tristan's dirt car. I got a buddy. I sponsor his late model. The 20th of this month, we're sponsoring the race at the Jefferson Speedway with Terry Tucker and his gang. So that's pretty cool. We'll be out there. It's the state championships. So that's pretty cool. But Utica Seed started as a seed company, and it's really just out there. We do a lot with the smaller farmers. We get them going. We get them good prices. We make sure everything is good to go, so when it's a go time for planting season, there's no hiccups. There's nothing. We check the fields all summer long. We give them updates on how everything's looking, and then when fall time comes, we get ready to start picking everything, and we put it all in the bank.
So that knowledge and experience with you and your dad, what do you guys currently farm? What do you guys grow on your farm?
So we grow corn and soybeans. We're just pretty much row crop, cash crop farmers now. We used to have beef cattle. My grandpa had beef cattle. I grew up showing beef cattle with my sisters and I, and then the market's kind of changed, and you kind of have to adapt to stay alive, So we kind of said, hey, we're going to get out of beef farming, we're going to start just cash cropping and just to keep everything going around. So that's kind of how we got to where we are today.
But that also means you're planting, you're harvesting at the same time all the farmers are that you're helping. That has to be a process for you, a dedication of a lot of hours, not only on your farm, but helping others in the area.
Yeah, but it's a good team that we have. Like anything else in a small community, everybody works together. And that's kind of what we drive here, too, that family-run feeling. That's what Utica Seed is. So, it doesn't matter where you are, where you're at. If you got issues, we'll make sure we take care of you. So you could be up in Tomah, Wisconsin. You could be out in southern Wisconsin.
Okay.
That way, we'll get you covered. We'll make sure we do you right.
And do you drive a Rock diesel-powered diesel truck at any point?
So
I understand Ryan from Rock Diesel is a relative of yours, so I'm just going to get that word in there, too.
Yeah, so a long time ago, I used to go truck pulling. I still do. Things are a little different these days.
Yeah.
But that's actually how I met Ryan with Rock Diesel, Ryan Dieduff. And that's actually how he met my sister.
And now they're husband and wife.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. This year we're running with Badger State. We're doing the 3-6 class.
Ooh.
We had some failures this year with turbos. We're on our 4th turbo, so our horsepower is different than your guys's. Racing.
At a zero, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
So we run about 3,000 horse.
Yeah.
But we only go 300 feet in a straight line. It's not like you guys when we're making the left turns and making adjustments. We just want to go straight as long as we can.
Well, we talk drag racing on the show. Now I can say we're talking tractor pulling. We talked to the NTPA announcer. We had Doc Riley on the show before he went to Tomah for the 50th running. But when it comes to Badger State tractor pulling, that's a long time established deal. You got to be on your game there.
Yeah, so it's a group of 4 of us. I mean, I guess it's even more than 4 of us. But my father, Doug Nelson, I call him my cousin-in-law, Wade. He married one of my cousins, and Ryan and I, we're kind of all a group of 4. So, it's a process. It's not just one day you go out and run it. You're out there all week. So we were in Beaver Dam, blew a turbo up, and that was a Wednesday night. We had to go to Lancaster Thursday, and Ryan and I were probably in the shop till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, ripping everything down and putting it back together for the next night, and then we're off again.
That's amazing. How can we find out more about Utica Seed? If there's farmers that we know or farmers that are inquiring or people that may want to know more about your business.
So Utica Seed, we have a Facebook page. Our number's on there. We got emails on there. You can reach us out on Facebook, or you just stop out to Utica Seed. We're at 1083 Highway B, Cambridge, Wisconsin. That's kind of our storage area. Mm-hmm. So we have plenty of ways, but probably the easiest is probably on Facebook. Reach us out there. There are emails on there, our contact info. It's all on there. So it's pretty easy to find us. And if you can't find us, we'll find you.
How much fun is it when you have the time to go watch his races or get behind what your buddy Tyler's doing in the late model?
Yeah, so Tyler's first year is this year. We went to practice with him, and he's learning how to do late model stuff. Like you learn the setup. Jason built his car. And it's fun to go out there and watch him learn because, he asks, hey, Austin, what can I do different? And I'll say, hey, if I was driving, I would be doing this. Yeah. But, I don't have a late model car, so it's hard for me to give advice. But I watch a lot of other people out there running and how they do it. I'm like, hey, this guy's running here. He's a little bit faster. Maybe we attack that point. But he's got good help, too. He's got the Schulers helping him. He's got Nonsted's helping him. He's got a lot of good people helping him. But it's fun watching him out there run. His debut was a couple weeks ago at Jefferson, and he started in the back. But he could really, once he kind of got in the groove, he was a natural. He was good at it. He really took a part to it. So that was fun to watch.
And there are things that can be applied to an MSA 360 with a wing on it, I'm sure, Tristan, because he's got to get his pull right. He's got to get the lane right. He's got to make sure the launch is good. So I'm sure he's talking to you a lot about restarts, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, with the wing, it's.
I'm half kidding. It's got to be important though. All this stuff comes to mind.
Yeah.
All discussed.
Yeah, it's a lot different with the wing. I mean, later entry was a huge thing for me. I was turning in way too early, but I got a hang of it, and yeah, it's a lot different. But
so I talked to Tim Cox, who won the Wisconsin Wingless title this year at Wilmot. He is a bottom feeder, if you will, but he tries to keep the car straight as long as he can.
Yep.
Without a wing.
Right.
And he runs some wing stuff as well. But the difference you're saying is you got to do a whole lot different corner entry to begin with to get that car right with a wing on it.
Yep, I would say that's the main thing is enter a little later and then keep the left side down.
And how hard is that to just not get overly excited or tempted to put your nose where it shouldn't, knowing the line may not be where it's open now, but that's where you got to work toward?
You got to go where they ain't,
Right.
You can't pass being following the leader, and dirt racing's always about being aggressive and going where they aren't. And with wing racing, I think it's evolved where you got to stick your nose where you shouldn't sometimes, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
And MSA 360s, man, there's no slowing down. There's no holding back. You got to go.
Yep.
30-lap features, 40-lap features, maybe on a special occasion. There's a lot going on in a very short period of time.
Yep.
Where again are you racing the next couple of weeks?
We're doing the Wilmot Fall Classic
That's this weekend, yep.
Yep, and then Plymouth the week after for their, I forgot what it is.
The 2 weeks after, right? Is that Wisconsin State Championships?
Yep.
It's on the 27th of September.
And then we're planning on doing a non-wing race at LaSalle at the end of the year.
Gotcha. Wisconsin Sprint Championship, I think it's called, because it's all open wheel stuff on dirt at Plymouth.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yep.
When it comes to racing, who helps support you besides Utica Seed on your MSA 360 sprint car?
I want to give a big shout out to Hans Lean. He got me into the sprint car
He's
stuff.
here too, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was racing legend cars and then just kind of ran out of money, got out of racing, and he told me to go help Bill Baylog for a little bit, and I got to know Bill pretty good and the crew there, and I was like, man, I gotta get one of these. So he helped me out, got my first sprint car, and then got Rookie of the Year the first year, and then last year we were pretty close in points for contentions, and then this year I always like the wing stuff, and I figured I'd give it a whirl, and I really like it. So
cool. How about sponsorship?
I'd like to thank 1855 Saloon and Grill, my car owner, Wade Houston.
Is Wade here tonight? Did I see Wade coming in?
Yeah, he's over there.
Thought so. Hi, Wade. Good to see. Yeah, there's Wade. Good to see you. Yeah.
And then Dancing Goat Distillery out of Cambridge, also local here, and Utica Seed Co. Austin, Utica Bar itself, Legends Direct, Interstate Hydrovac, Duffy Fleet Services, Madison Street Pub, Side by Side Contractors, Deerfield Pistol Center, High Tech Heating and AC, and D&D Olson Farms.
How about the crew? Who all helps you in that car?
It's just me and Dad during the week, but I got my buddy Kyle and Corey.
Awesome.
They're on the wrenches at the track, but other than that, it's just me and Dad.
And Austin, I see that Rock Diesel's on a couple of race cars parked here as well. So in terms of their involvement, perhaps you could talk on behalf of what Rock Diesel does. That's your brother-in-law's business.
Yeah, so Rock Diesel started a long time ago, formerly known as Badger Diesel Repair. Then it kind of switched when he moved locations. He does phenomenal work, a lot of more repairs, like repair jobs with the light-duty diesels. Then he also owns ATS at Janesville, which is Automatic Transmission Service. So pretty much anything with a transmission, he can take care of you.
He's the guy.
And they do phenomenal work. They're thorough. Sometimes it takes a little longer, but you know it's done right.
Yep.
They catch anything in there. So they do phenomenal jobs. Even high horsepower aspects too. So a lot of that stuff, you need transmission at 800-900 horse, sometimes even 1,000. They can build that stuff custom in-house, so it's going to hold. So they do quite a bit of business around the area, even kind of with the pulling stuff. We get some national business too. It's kind of fun to see all the stuff that keeps rolling in from what we do. I guess not from what we do, but from what Ryan does at his shop down there. So it's pretty impressive. For even with the pulling side that he has, he takes care of a super stock truck. So that's the highest level truck you get for diesels, like 3 turbos, 4,000 plus horsepower. He manages 2 3.6 trucks, so it's pretty cool. It's the in-depth stuff, like the finesse that he gets, is pretty impressive how he does his job.
Yeah, look up the Rock Diesel. It's on Facebook as well. Now we can understand what this Utica Bar is part of the hub of racing in the Madison area, and there's a lot going on here. I'm glad you were able to enlighten us on what else is going on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just the local area, there's a phenomenal amount of racers in the area, a phenomenal amount of talent. But the knowledge that you have for, back in the olden days where you didn't have a machine shop, you kind of did everything in your garage yourself. Yep. Just the knowledge that everybody gets passed down generation to generation. How this is how we did it. This is our tips and tricks. If we're going to set something up this way, we know this works.
Yeah.
My father used to race. My uncle David Nelson used to race. So there's a lot of cool things. This racing's in our blood, and it's in the local area blood too.
Big time, big time. How to big hand for Austin Nelson with Utica Seed, and this guy over here, Tristan Firstad. So we got a couple big races in the MSA 360 season, guys. Thanks for being on the Racing Roundup.
Thank you.
Appreciate your support as well. We'll be right back. Emily Billings is going to join us as well. We got Riley Stenjum hanging out with us, a bunch of race fans as well, and prizes to give away after the show include LD's Barbecue gift cards. All Creek Automotive's got some hats. We got some die-cast cars. We have a Johnny Sauter signed Goodyear tire and die-cast. They're smaller. You don't have to bring your truck here. But if you want to bring your truck, go to Rock Diesel first, get it tuned up, and then come to Utica Bar. I'm kidding. Getting carried away. I'm excited to be with you. Thanks for joining us here. We'll be right back with more at Utica Bar on a beautiful night. A Benson Valley Bourbon Roadshow rolls on here in a moment. Stay tuned.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin from their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, haul and boom service, truck starting and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 and Lincoln is a great place to watch NASCAR races, Packer games, Brewer games, and to meet up with your friends. Joey and Jim Lynch pride themselves on their friendly hospitality and welcome Racing Roundup listeners to stop in to watch all the races on their 14 TVs and flat screens. Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 and Lincoln has been a longtime supporter of racers, including National Road Racing Motorcycle Champion Dan Delansky. Relax around the big neighborhood bar with 2 pool tables and dartboards surrounded by TVs. Whether you're meeting up before the game, want to watch the races with race fans, or just want to grab a cold one, head to Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 Lincoln and West Dallas.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When your foundation is in need of repair, you need 3 things: an honest opinion, quality work, and fair prices. Call American.
Trust and dedication. That's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
Bobby Gutnick and the technicians at Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Drexel are experts in automotive repair. For 35 years and counting, the Napa Certified Car Care Center at Oak Creek Automotive handles emission testing, tires, and complete auto, truck, and SUV repair. From oil changes to transmission replacement. 414-761-3250 to schedule your free inspection appointment. For all your vehicle repair needs, head to South 27th in Drexel to the experts at Oak Creek Automotive.
Hey there, this is Leon from LD's Barbecue, open Wednesday through Sunday in East Troy. Not only do we serve your favorites every day, but we also provide catering for graduations, weddings, office parties, and more. Stop in and try our award-winning food, sauces, and rubs. Check us out on Facebook for daily specials, LD's Barbecue in East Troy. Remember, we'll smoke your butt.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, 4-wheel, 2-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back indeed to our show. We're at Utica Bar hanging out with you. Thanks to Utica Seed, Rock Diesel, and Hogan Farms. We're at Utica Bar in the corner of where it should be, downtown Utica. We're hanging out with you tonight. Next Tuesday, we're back at Polly's Pub and Eatery. And this coming Saturday at 11:30 in the morning, you can see our TV show, taken from parts of our Tuesday programs all summer long. It's the second year we're doing this. It airs on CW18 Milwaukee. The CW network is where all the NASCAR Xfinity Series races run. We have a half-hour show for you. Set your DVRs or watch online, CW18Milwaukee.com. Every Saturday at 11:30, it's a half-hour show, including in the group highlights with Bill Holland. I would like to thank and recognize our TV show sponsors. It's been a great season thus far. More shows to come. Please support these businesses and series: Oak Creek Automotive, the Racing House in West Bend, the Midwest Truck Series, Bonafide Security Solutions, Hefner Racing Products, Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup, LD's Barbecue, and American Foundation Specialists all make that show possible. It's time now to recognize one driver. We got her sitting next to me. I got Riley Stenson next to her as well. Great to have a bunch of great talent just hanging out with us right here tonight at Utica Bar. But indeed, Anderson Maple Syrup sponsors a racing driver each week on our show. The spotlight driver this week is Emily Billings, and she races a Bandolero. I'd like to remind you, Anderson's is a proud sponsor and supporter of World of Outlaws sprint car racer Bill Baylog and modified pilot Jason Gross. Try Anderson's on your coffee or tea or on vanilla ice cream. It's great. Shop Anderson'sMapleSyrup.com or find it in your local grocery aisles. Over 90 years of syrup perfection, Wisconsin proud, Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup. And the spotlight driver, let's welcome her in, Emily Billings. Emily, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, exciting.
1 year ago, we had you at the program.
Yeah.
You were coming off a flip at Hawkeye Downs.
Yeah.
There's a lot that has gone better since then, hasn't it?
Yes. Last year, I became the show. This year, I have won the show multiple times.
Yeah, you have done really well. Talk about
Yeah.
the season you've had and what tracks you've raced at.
We've raced everywhere, just about around Wisconsin. Jefferson's our home track. We race Dells about 4 times a year. Slinger Super Speedway, Toma Sparta Speedway every few weeks, once a month maybe. But yeah, we had a great season at Dells. We went into the last race 3 points ahead for championship. That ended in heartbreak fashion with losing it. I finished third. Championship winner finished first. He was great competition, great competitor throughout the whole year, but just got in the wreck on the first lap. Couldn't avoid it. Had nothing to do, nowhere to go. But still a really great season overall, considering I really wasn't going to run that track with softball. So just proud of that. Jefferson's been good. We've had just about top fives there the whole year, except I think the first week, Rex, Slinger finished second there just on Sunday. 2 weeks before that, hit the wall running second. So didn't finish that race. But overall, really good season so far.
And one of the highlights at Dells Raceway Park, 2 laps to go, running fourth, goes on the inside. In turn 3 or fourth. By the checkered flag, you were first.
Yes.
And it did not stop 3 and 4 wide for the win. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I only saw the highlight.
Yeah.
How was it driving like that?
It was
you got it.
Amazing. I think that day, I don't know. But, yeah, there was caution with green-white checker situation. I see the opening. The 2 leaders got together, kind of. They went up the track. Another car went inside of them. I'm like, I'll go down on the concrete because no one drives on the concrete. My car was good enough to drive on the concrete. Thanks, Dad. So we drive down on the concrete, 4 wide down the backstretch. Car inside of me, he's dropped back a little bit. Just center in 3, hoping for the best, and it worked in my favor and came out of 4 first.
Did you add up the wins yet this year? I know there's more racing to do.
So far we have 3 wins on the season.
All right. And then as far as the points go, you mentioned several tracks you've raced at for their points. Is there a regional points as well?
There's national points.
National.
This weekend, I'm going down to North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
To compete for a potential top 10 in national points.
And I understand that there's some sort of fundraising going on during our show.
Yes.
So for the audience who's not available yet to Emily's visit, you've been talking to a lot of people in the crowd tonight.
Yeah, I want to thank Craig with Hypersports, Stan from Club Lamarck, Greg McCarnes with Madison International Speedway, and CR Custom Construction for all making this trip this weekend possible just tonight. It means so much with the community, the support, and just to be able to go down there and know that they're supporting me through all of this.
So they're giving you direct support to go to North Carolina to race?
Yes.
Wow.
Tires,
awesome.
Gas money, everything.
So is anybody, if somebody wants to throw you a $20 bill tonight, that'd be okay too, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, just checking. It all takes money. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
So when you race that, I know there's another national race, is in Las Vegas every year? You think about qualifying for that one?
Potentially.
All
Mom's
right.
not happy with missing school.
10-4. We won't bring that up again. Hey, I want to tell you that I was excited. I actually voted for Emily in the Hoosier Hero program. It's something that goes across the country. The last 2 years now, they've had drivers from every discipline get nominated, and then they break it down to 25. And you're one of the 25 that got votes, man. That's pretty exciting now. You could be one of the Hoosier Heroes coming up here.
Yeah, we're patiently, not so patiently, waiting on the results.
It's a fan vote, but ultimately you get to represent Hoosier kind of next year, and they kind of follow you around?
Yep. Made the top 25 out of 400 nominations for everyone that nominated me.
Yeah.
Everyone voted for me, hopefully.
I did.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's pretty cool knowing that somebody from Wisconsin's able to do that. There's drivers from across the world as part of that. Hoosier Tire just expanding the growth and awareness of all the tires they get to race on. Who are the people that sponsor your race car every week?
I want to start with Spankin Motorsports, Madison Extinguisher Service, Benninger Concrete and Construction, Stark's Garage, Little Family Daycare, The Engine Shop, Mike Hughes, and Mr. B's Motorsports.
Wow. And who's all here tonight? Do we have enough time to say them all? There's a lot of people here.
Yeah. All my sponsors that showed up, thank you. We've got my aunt, my uncle, who also sponsors me, my dad, my mom, my cousin, her boyfriend, Robbie Rux, who was also on the show earlier. My aunt, Tracy, both my aunts, and my uncle, who also sponsors me, and my grandpa, who has been with me throughout this whole racing journey.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. How about a big hand for Emily Billings, everybody? Thanks, Emily, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's awesome. And your car is here. It's in one piece. We mentioned those in parts last year. Riley, I want to bring you in here. Emily, if you have a question for Riley, feel free to jump in. You can co-host this segment. Because, Riley, you've done a lot, and it's really neat to see how good your car is, knowing how close you are to this shop. But, man, you are getting getting after it when it comes to Midwest Tour racing and helping a lot of other racers while you're working full time. This is a crazy life you lead. How much fun has it been this year racing a super late in the ASM Midwest Tour and elsewhere?
Yeah, it's been a busy season for sure. It seems like every year we say we're going to scale back a little bit and just try to focus on just a few pick and choose shows, but every year we seem like we keep picking it up, and this year is no different. We ran Kaukauna full time with the Chase Motorsports car.
Yes.
Pretty much the whole year at Madison with the weekly late model that we got here tonight, and then the majority of the Midwest Tour as well, and then picking and choosing other races throughout, and it adds up to be a busy summer for sure.
Last year, co-champion of the Red, White, and Blue State Championship Series with the Chase Motorsports team. This year, racing there on Thursdays. There's a lot of great racing at WIR. How much effort does that take going from the real job to Thursday nights and real job to Friday nights and real job traveling with the Midwest Tour on a given weekend?
Yeah, it's a busy weekend. They add up for sure. It's a lot of times it was for sure 2 races in a weekend, whether that be Thursday and Friday or Thursday and Saturday. And then for some weekends we had 3 races, and there was a weekend I believe we ran Thursday night at Kaukauna, Friday night at Madison, and Saturday night at Norway. So there was a lot of busy weekends throughout the summer for sure, but it's all worth it. You have good runs and good people surrounding you, and it makes it all worth it.
Chase Motorsports and that blue number 47, thankfully they run their program. You don't have to be directly involved with maintaining that car, I imagine, right?
Yeah, for sure. Dennis, he does a great job at the shop. He has everything up to snuff. Usually I show up there about 4:30, and he's usually already got it unloaded. He's over there and has everything ready to go. I get my soup bag and stuff unloaded, and it works out pretty good. But go up to the shop a couple times a year for sure, and then depending on if we're doing travel races or not and things like that. But, yeah, they do a great job. Kind of let me be pretty hands-off on that. I get input with the setup stuff and stuff at the track and everything. But at the shop, he does a great job. So it makes my life a little bit easier when we've got racing around home, too.
You also are closely tied to Derek Kraus, closely tied to Ty Majeski, friends of yours and racers. How important is that when you have a question or need something, or like, hey, have you tried this yet, with their experience?
Yeah, for sure. We've all kind of got the same chassis and stuff with the Toby cars, and being able to bounce ideas off those guys. They go to all the national races and stuff, and I go with them to help every once in a while when I'm able to as well. And learning things that they're doing there that's working for them, and bringing it back up here and bouncing ideas off each other, whatever works. And it helps to have good people in your corner for sure.
Engineer by degree, I imagine there's a lot you can look at in a short period of time that I won't understand or recognize. But when you're not driving it, or you're not under the car working on it, you're working as a crew member. Does that give you more time to kind of see what's going on and maybe gauge or change things you want to do?
Yeah, for sure. Anytime you're at the racetrack, it's a great opportunity to learn. I try to go to as many races as I can throughout the winter. I go to a couple with them in the summer up here if I'm not racing them. But for sure in the winter, I go to a handful of them, snowball derby and things like that. And even if it's not their cars, you can just pick up on what's going on in the industry and learn things that you can apply to your own program.
And as far as your own program, has it been one car to race Friday nights at Madison and a second car to race on the Midwest Tour?
Yeah, for sure. We've got this car here tonight that's got a 604 crate motor in it that we run as a limited late around here in Madison, Jefferson, primarily Madison this year. And we've got our super late model as well that we ran on the Midwest Tour. We were trying to do the full deal this year. We ended up hurting a motor before Grundy a couple weeks ago, so missed 2 of the races, but we're going to try to finish out the year strong and get to Oktoberfest and everything like that at the end of the year.
That's really cool. Who's supporting your efforts this year, Riley?
Yeah, it takes an army between myself and the Chase team. On our own program, we've got a lot of great supporters. First and foremost, Joe for having this tonight, Joe, Jason, and everybody that supported this deal tonight.
Hogan Farms, 140 years strong, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then my Uncle Robbie with Stencham Construction, Screaming Norwegian, House Contractors, Finish Line Towing's new for us on board this year, which is pretty cool. His brother sponsors the Chase car with Fox Cities Towing, and then Johnny down here in Madison area sponsors us. So cool to have him on board this year. Kurtz Welding, Direct Networks, Left-Hander Performance, Toby Race Products, FRS Shocks, Weir's Machine, and yeah, it just takes an army to do this stuff between our team and the Chase team and everything we got going on. It's for sure. It's cool to have great people supporting us.
And Riley, where can we find you on socials as you end the season and look forward to building for next year?
Yeah, for sure. Primarily our racing stuff's on Facebook, Stencham Motorsports on Facebook. So we pretty much try to keep up to date with everything that's going on in our racing team. So yeah, follow us on there, and we'll be at Grundy Saturday night, so hope to see everybody there as well.
Great. And Emily, your social channel, where can we find you?
Emily Billings Racing on all social media.
All right. Sounds like a great plan to follow these guys along. 2 great racers from right here in the area and near Utica Bar. Riley, let's get a geographical test again. Your shop is where again?
Yeah, right over there. It was about a 2-minute walk, or was able to drive the race car down here. It's about an eighth of a mile.
And I love the idea that this is a really cool racing hub to hang out at Utica Bar. Emily, thanks for bringing the car down. Thanks for bringing everybody down. And you guys are doing great work. Keep it up.
Thank you.
How about a big hand for Emily Billings and Riley Stencham joining us here on the program. they're hanging out. They're still got some racing to do. Emily's going to North Carolina tomorrow, so if you want to help her and support her, just come on over here and just hand her some cash. She'll take it. And you got some great supporters as well hanging out with you and helping you with that effort to race a national race in North Carolina. We're coming right back with 3 special guests. You got to be here to enjoy this. We got Hans Lean, Jason Schuler, and we got another guy joining him. Yeah, believe it or not, there's more people to talk to. Hans Lean's going to join us. Hans is making his Racing Roundup show debut on the show. We'll be right back.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
It's the granddaddy of short track racing in the Midwest, the 56th running of the Oktoberfest Race Weekend, October 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th at La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. Don't miss the intense competition as drivers throughout the nation converge at La Crosse Speedway for 4 days of great stock car racing. On Thursday, see 6 divisions compete, including super late models, sportsmen, and double features for the La Crosse late model. Friday, 3 divisions will grind it out, including the super late models in the popular Dick Trickle 99, a 99-lap race run in 3 33-lap segments. Then on Saturday, 3 divisions, including the ASA Midwest Tour late model. Then it's the Big 8 late models battling for their season championship. Sunday we'll see the vintage race cars, late models, plus the granddaddy of all Midwest racing events, the Oktoberfest 200. 200 grueling laps of strategy, maneuvers, and hard-charging racing. Witness challengers and champions from across the nation battle side by side in Wisconsin's oldest and most prestigious short track racing event. Save with a multi-day wristband. It's the 56th annual Oktoberfest Race Weekend, October 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th at La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. Visit OktoberfestRaceWeekend.com for details and advance tickets. Be there.
For your next Purge or project, go with the pros. Source Services. Champion driver and Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer Dan Source founded Source Services in 1988 with 1 truck, 1 employee, and a tireless work ethic. Through the dedicated work of Dan and his employees, Source Services LLC is southeastern Wisconsin's leading waste container rental company. Dropped and picked up by professionals, you can rent a dumpster for up to 60 days. Source Services sorts and recycles to reduce the amount of waste going into landfills. Go with the pros at sourceservices.com.
Eliminate the hassles of planning a trip to the races. Hook up with Boring Bob's escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob offers transportation, lodging, race tickets, nightlife, shuttle service, and more. Boring Bob knows all the back roads into and out of the racetrack to get you in and out fast. Pick one or pick them all. Go in style to Daytona, Bristol, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and more. He has decades of experience and industry contacts galore. You name the race, let Boring Bob do the rest. Call Boring Bob today to make plans now to go on one of Boring Bob's famous escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob's always at 414-321-1307. That's 414-321-1307.
Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable. Life is full of questions. Is the presentation ready for work tomorrow? Why is there so much traffic at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday? Are your in-laws visiting this weekend or next? You've got plenty of things to worry about. Whether your car will start shouldn't be one of them. With an outrageously dependable battery under your hood, you can cross one of those questions off your list, which gives you time to answer more things like,
are we there yet?
Interstate Batteries, delivering the most trustworthy source of power to the world since 1952.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, 4-wheel, 2-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
Glad to have you with us on the program here on a Tuesday night at Utica Bar. Thanks to Utica Seed, Hogan Farms, and Rock Diesel. We're having a great time tonight. We'll hope to do this again next fall. I'm still wearing short sleeves. These guys next to me are wearing sweatshirts, but more importantly, you're always going to have a good time inside or outside here at Utica Bar in downtown Utica. You want to remind you to see the racers at Schleifer Auto Body for all your auto body repair needs. They were supporting our show. They have 4 generations of racers helping everybody with all insurance companies included. Search Schleifer Auto Body on Facebook or give them a call. Schleifer Auto Body and Sales in Lannon can sell a used car or do your next auto body or light truck repair or big truck repair when it comes to body work. Thanks to our friends at Interstate Batteries of Southeast Wisconsin. Their NASCAR report includes Denny Hamlin winning again this year, but it's also in the playoffs, so he goes on to the next round. Denny Hamlin wins at Wisconsin. It's called Worldwide Technology Raceway, WWTR, in Gateway, I call it, in East St. Louis. Denny Hamlin raced to a 1.6-second margin over his teammate at Joe Gibbs Racing, Chase Briscoe. It was Toyota's 200th victory in the Cup Series already. Chase Elliott was third. A spin to 4th place run by Ryan Blaney, and Joey Logano finished 5th. Josh Berry, for the second straight race, finished last. I don't think he's going to have a chance in all, to move on to the playoffs. He's a playoffs driver after win this year, but at Bristol he's got to win to get in for sure in the next round. Connor Zilich won his 4th straight Xfinity Series race, this time at Gateway on Saturday from the pole. It secured the regular season championship for him. He's now won 7 of the last 8 races in the Xfinity Series, led by crew chief Marty Lindley, who's the son of short track legend Butch Lindley from back in the day. Minnesotan William Sawalich was second in the race again, but did not make the playoffs because his surge this season has come too late to get in the points playoffs, as their cutoff was this past race. Carson Quapple had a motor let go, and Johnson, Iowa's Sammy Smith finished 33rd. So the Midwest guys didn't do that great at Gateway. But Sammy also just announced today he's signed back up with Junior Motorsports to run the 8 car next year. Slinger resident Josh Blicky will join them on the Xfinity side at Bristol this weekend. They race Thursday night, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series with Ty Majeski and all the gang racing on Thursday night. ARCA races on Thursday. I'll be there as well, watching Butterbean Queen race both the ARCA race and the Xfinity race. And then his debut should be kind of cool. And Ty can hopefully win Thursday night because he's going to go to Toledo Speedway this Saturday. I'll be there as well for the ASA Stars race. You can catch live on Track TV, or better yet, set your DVRs or buy it and watch it on demand and buy a ticket and support the local racetrack. Lots to cover, lots of fun, lots of things to do here tonight. Yeah, the lights are kind of getting brighter, and the fun is going on, and the bench racing has begun. We got to drag these guys out of the audience, the Peanut Gallery, and it's after 7:30, which means it's after closing time. So let's bring in the new owner of Utica Bar, Jason Schuler, for a return visit. The old owner of Utica Bar, racer Hans Lean, and in the middle, the guy who made it happen, Joe Hogan from Hogan Farms. Guys, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks you.
Hans, it was about a year and a half ago, I think. Our Dean Strom rolled in, saw Utica Bar, and said, we got to do a show here. And then you decided to sell it.
Well,
how long did you own it?
Almost 5 years.
All right.
5 years. Exactly to the day.
Okay. How much fun is it owning a bar and now not owning a bar?
Well, it was a lot of fun building it. And I tell you what, it was a lot of fun. And when we met a really nice people.
Neat thing is, you still are racing. You've got your USAC Silver Crown car here. I mentioned the big win at Indiana State Fairgrounds. It's got to be cool that you know what you're doing when it comes to dirt racing still, after many, many years with your dad at Angel Park Speedway and all the years racing midgets.
Yeah, it's just I've been doing this since I was 12 years old. My dad was racing, and it's been a lot of fun. And technology's changed a lot, and I've had a lot of great drivers. I mean, I guess you provide them with good equipment and good people, and it's been a lot of fun. I mean, the Silver Crown thing it's tough. It's hard to finish. When you start putting 100 laps in something, it's hard to finish.
100 laps of fuel on a mile track, and you got the same 4 tires, and you've got
70 gallons of fuel. 70 gallons. I mean, you think about that times 8 pounds. That's 560 gallons hanging on your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. You better get the weight checkers right, because that's when it burns off, it changes the handling.
We watched some cars go down the front straightaway 160 miles an hour at DeQuoin or Springfield, and their cars raised about 4 or 5 inches. You go, I don't know how in the hell they can turn that thing into the corner, but they do.
Yeah, it's amazing. Some pretty impressive drivers. Who's going to be driving your car next time you go out?
We're going to Eldora. We're going to have Shane Cockrum. He's going to run the car. And last weekend we had Shane and Kenny Schrader. It was fun having Kenny around because he was really relaxed, And then I go, we were sitting there talking to him, and I go, I looked right at him. I go, what do you think you need? He goes, I need 10 years.
10 years to figure it out, or 10 years younger?
10 years younger.
Oh, okay. All right.
So he put me right at my age. I said, I don't think I could do it, but he races 60 to 80 races a year.
Yeah.
And he's a great guy. He invited us over to his motorhome. We drank a bunch of beer and ate a little bit. And unfortunately, I had to drive all the way home. No, I didn't say a lot of beer, but it was like 4 or 5 cans of beer. But that ain't much these days,
Well, you got to take a little nap, and then you get on the road. And you get on the way home.
Not for me, anyway.
No. Jason Schuler, I know you got a guy in between you and Hans that's been really important to kind of keep the fire started when it comes like, let's go racing. Who's he sponsoring? Hey, how can we get involved? It's got to be neat. No, they got Joe Hogan and all their family involved again.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he sponsored damn near everybody.
Not even close.
Way more than his wife knows about. But anyways, so kind of funny story, like back in the 90s when you were trying to brag me up when I wasn't as good as you're saying I was.
Oh, yeah.
No, he would be up in turn 4 watching the races with my grandpa, where I'm actually living on my grandpa's farm,
Oh, cool.
So there's a lot of history. Like, I've known this guy forever, and
Yeah.
I mean, that's the main reason. Like, I don't think I actually get any sponsor money for racing itself because he rents a field and my tobacco sheds and stuff like that. So, like,
okay.
You know, I give Casey crap all the time. I was like, hey, at least he gets something out of me. Like, he gets nothing but, IOUs out of you, like, whatever.
He makes money in the crops. Casey just spends the money he gives him.
I
got
so
you.
I help Casey indirectly, race.
Yeah.
But no, this guy's been, like, I don't know. Without guys like this, I mean, I don't know if racing can really survive, you know what I mean? Because, like, he just helps everybody. He's just a great guy.
A farming family from this area. Joe, I know you guys had a big celebration this year. 140 years as a farming family here. That's got to be pretty cool knowing that a bunch of race cars showed up to help celebrate a big occasion.
It is. My uncle used to own the store over here in the 70s, and my dad played hometown baseball in Utica too, in the 50s, late 50s, early 60s, and then we've been around here a long time, I guess. Yeah.
So when it comes to the celebration you did, cars were on the driveway.
Yeah.
What did you guys all do to kind of just celebrate such a long history?
Well, Casey winning the Howie Leto race, that helped a lot. I mean, we had a big crew up there, and I have family from like Georgia and Tennessee, and they're like, "Oh my God, you guys are kind of a big deal here, huh?" So we had a lot of good times. But all the drivers that we help, they work hard, we work hard, and we play hard and work hard.
And I've seen Joe and his brothers at Madison, expected. Five Flag Speedway in Pensacola, Florida, not so much expected. I've seen you a lot of places. It's kind of cool. You get to go race and watch some of your friends race with your name on the quarter panel.
Yeah, well, we got Snowball Derby was a big deal. I mean, I never thought that anything like that would happen, but we just like to travel and we like to do good, and we just like to win, and everyone works hard. You work hard, you play hard, and you just on to the next one.
When it comes to sponsoring this show, thank you. It didn't take too long for Jason to say, "Hey, if you want to do a show, can I get a sponsor?" And I said yes, and I think within a minute he said, "Joe wants to be involved in the show." It's kind of cool. You have that idea that racing is such a fun thing to be part of, and we all benefit from. So thank you on behalf of everybody.
And the people are great. I mean, we go to the racetrack to see people and meet people, and most of them are all great. So, but there's some people that don't like us, but we're there for every race and trying to get to all the races, and we're out there to do good.
And as you're putting on a layer of jacket, that means that it's harvest time, right?
Yeah. Well, we got a good crop this year. Just a lot of work. This year's been a little more work than usual, but we'll take time for racing, though.
All right. Where are we going to see you next at a racetrack? Oktoberfest? You going to Oktoberfest?
Well, we'll probably. Yeah.
Right.
No, we'll be up to the Dells for the Dairyland 100, the Tundra race up to the Dells.
That's this coming Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And Carson will be running the Big 8 car up at the Dells on Saturday night. So
huge event. The National Short Track Championships that were at Rockford Speedway. Now the 70th running is at Dells Raceway Park for the second straight year. It'll be a great weekend.
Mm-hmm. And then Bobby will run the 602 up to the Dells on Saturday or Sunday afternoon too.
So you've got a cross section. Bobby Wilberg's won 69 different track championships.
Well, Bobby, I'm a little older than him, but we grew up with him. He went to Stoughton High School, so I always knew John and Jack Olson, and I crewed for them years ago, and that's how I got first involved in this.
Did you get free A&W root beer?
Yeah. John was.
I would expect it.
Yeah.
It's a sponsor on the car.
Yeah. And
was Warburg Norwegian or not?
Oh, well, I would think he's like 110%, I think, if there's such a thing.
That's so cool.
We grew up with him, and I helped him down Rockford when he worked up the farm and fleet, and he seen me in the aisle, and he said, "Hey, Joe, you got $100? I need an oil pan for, I don't know what he was running back then, I think a late model or something, but that was back in the 90s, I think it was, or late 80s, early 90s, so... But we've been involved, just not to the extent we are now. But it's just been a lot of fun. Scott and I, we work hard, and Scott's involved too. So he knows all the guys, and we get her done.
Well, you've got a lot of racers here that are thanking you for not only putting their name on the quarter panel, they brought their cars out to support you and this event. So it's really cool to see all this turnout. And we expect this, every Tuesday night now? Is that what's going to happen? A car show every Tuesday here at Utica Bar?
Well, I don't know. We're up for anything.
How many cars are out there? Like 10,
I mean,
12?
my goodness, I got the full sheet of paper, like 12, yeah. We're double deep.
I bet you half of those cars are within a 5-mile radius of this place.
That is amazing.
Isn't
It continues to amaze me.
In a little town of Utica.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And then you added tractor pullers in, too. I mean,
Yep, we talked to,
Is there too much money around this community or what?
No. As Joe said, you work hard, you raise money, you go spend it playing.
Hey, these
race
farmers
cars.
are broke. They tell you, we're broke farmers.
We
don't make any money. Oh, good.
Well, we used to donate to the church, now we donate to racers.
Okay. All right. Father Gruber is not here with us to make sure you're,
We love Grandfather Gruber.
Yeah, he'd keep you honest.
He's a good man, good man.
Yeah, he's such a cool dude. Just had his 85th birthday at Slinger Speedway. I was there hanging out with him a couple weeks ago. When it comes to racing, where do you got to be going to next, Hans? You mentioned Eldora.
Yeah, we're doing the 4 Crown.
Yeah.
And that's a long weekend. It's a lot of fun. It gets to be late, though. I mean, sometimes they're going to only run high limit, not the Road Law in the high limit.
Okay.
And kind of miss because Bill Bailog's good, my good buddy. We help him a lot still. And with the Anderson syrup and all them guys that got with him, and they're just good people. I mean, and Bill Bailog's he's got a special heart. He's a hard worker. I mean, that guy works harder than any person I know because they've been running a 2-man crew, just him and one other guy
out of Wisconsin
for 2 years.
Yes.
I mean.
Yep.
And doing the World All-Out Tour, that is a tough deal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's great to bring up that we got some other great racers to support, and Bill Bailog and Andersons have been great Wisconsin supporters involvement. I mean, my goodness, he cashed a lot of money this year, but I'm sure he spent a lot too racing with the World Outlaws.
Kenny Schrader said, he goes, you still helping Bill Bailog? And I said, oh yeah. He goes, he's having a heck of a year. And I go, for the guy that's only got hardly any money or whatever.
Yep.
And then working his butt off. I mean, he does. He's a trooper.
Jason,
he's a hard guy to get to know.
Yeah,
but
we've had him on the show. He's a great guy, but focused and just
he's very
matter of fact about things. Yeah, for sure. Jason, you're going to Halloween. You going anywhere else between now and October?
I don't know for sure. I got to do a little work on this thing to get it race ready, but my plan is to try and get it back so Mike Winters can go run it at the Halloween. And
that's cool. Halloween 150 coming up at Dells Raceway Park. Look at the website, dellsracewaypark.com, home of this weekend's National Short Track Championships. And, Joe, you got a busy schedule in between harvesting and chasing race cars.
Well, we look at the schedule and see what we can make. And, there's so many guys racing so many tracks. And we're like, we should have been at Mikey's thing Saturday night at Jefferson. That was a big deal. I know Mikey's been working real hard for years to try and win that championship. And it just, the harvest is still going. And congratulations to Michael Grunberg.
Big time.
He's got a tobacco problem.
A lot of great racers, a lot of them celebrating Hogan Farms on their quarter panel. How about a big hand for Joe Hogan, for Jason Schuler, and for Hans Lean for all their support, involvement in racing. Guys, thanks a lot for being on their show.
Yeah, I don't know how hard he works with this tobacco thing, because me and Craig Campton were waiting in the tobacco shed for an hour for a load of tobacco to unload, but he never showed, so we just came here.
All right.
Cheryl got me new hair. I don't know. Cheryl just got me new hairdo. It's blonde.
We're going to take a commercial. They'll still be sitting next to me.
It's my beach look.
We're not taking a commercial. Yeah. We're going to show you highlights of Golden Sands Speedway with Bill Holland going in the groove as these guys continue to kibitz here on the Racing Roundup Show. We'll be back with Bill Holland after this great In the Groove segment from Golden Sands Speedway. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Bill Holland in the groove at Golden Sands Speedway. We're here for the annual Tundra Super Late Model Labor Day Special. This race is usually the Tundra season finale. This year, very different. Because of weather, it's only the second race this series has run this year. Warm sunshine on race day is a welcome change for Tundra Series promoter Matt Pannier.
When you go and you make a 5-race schedule, you don't expect 3 of them in a row to get rained out and then sit for almost 4 months between your first race and second race. There are a lot of racetracks that ran their entire season between our first 2 races.
3-time Golden Sands champion Justin Mondyke is defending champ of the Cleaver Classic, held in memory of longtime race fan and sponsor David Kronberger.
That's always a great race here for Tundra for Labor Day. It's even more special, racing in honor of Cleaver. Gail and Cleaver, they've always been great supporters of JMR, and it was very cool to get the first win last year for this race.
Two-time Golden Sands champ Wyatt Brooks is another local driver looking to keep the first place trophy and prize money close to home.
The local guys want to prove that they belong here more than the traveling guys. I mean, for the local guys to go out and whoop the traveling guys' butts, that's a win in itself.
Defending Tundra champ Ty Fredrickson's right at home here at Golden Sands, even though he's born and raised in Minnesota.
This place has got a special place in my heart. You know, like you said, first super late model race here, and you know, we're usually pretty fast here, so that makes me like it a little bit more.
Over the years, John Beal scored some big wins here at the Power Playground. The Verona, Wisconsin driver looking to add one more to that list today.
We won last time we were up here, so that's a good sign. I have 4 Trickle 99 wins up here, so that's a good sign. Should have a decent chance at it today, we'll see.
Lake Geneva's Jordan DeVoy owns back-to-back wins here at Golden Sands. He knows what it takes to win a long race in the daytime sun here.
Well, it's 108 laps. You really got to kind of manage your stuff and manage your time and tires. We're on a lot different tire than we were back in 23 when we were here. These tires have a lot more grip. They have a lot less fall off, but it does feel like a very racy tire, so I expect the fans to have a good show.
In qualifying, it's two-time national short track champion Jeremy Lepak with fast time. Lepak turned his first laps here 30 years ago. He's ready to go today.
That desire to win is always as strong as it's ever been, so we just got to have a good car today and finish solid, and you never know. We'll see what happens at the end.
Our first heat race of the day is the Tundra Fast Dash. 5 cars for 5 laps. Travis Volm in the 76, ahead of Race Hayes in the 02, Justin Mondyk's 44, Jeremy Lepak in the 40, and Brock Heinrich in the 52. Last lap, and Volm has led all the way. Here comes Mondyke. He topped Volm in the season championship race and takes the Fast Dash with an eye on the main event.
It'll get free like it always does at the end of the day, and just got to kind of adjust to that and be ready for it.
Derek Van Driel in the 12 and Ty Fredrickson in the 36 lead the field to green in our second heat. Van Driel out of nearby Stevens Point in his first Tundra event, leading Fredrickson. Jordan DeVoy in the 38, Steve Litchfield's 32 car, and Corey Jankowski in the 31. Last lap, and Ty Fredrickson is right on his bumper, but Derek Van Driel's hanging tough, taking the checkers in the heat.
This is my first ever Tundra race, so to win against these guys, they're all super fast, good cars. Yeah, it's nice. It boosted my confidence.
Our final Tundra heat has Brazen Bennett on the pole. Wyatt Brooks on the outside front row as we go green. It's Bennett, the third-generation Fox Valley driver, leading early. John Beal up to second in the 5 car. Brazen Bennett only weeks removed from winning the Pro Late Model Championship here. Beal's a threat anytime there's a big super late model race at Golden Sands. Coming to the checkers, it's the 5, John Beal, first to the finish, and ready for the 108-lap feature.
I think we have 19-20 cars, which is plenty for a track like this. You really don't want more than that. Some heavy hitters, so we'll see where we end up.
We have twin features for the quarter-mile late models from Wisconsin International Raceway. In the 30 car, Golden Sands track tire changer Scott Getzloff in his first race here.
My Uncle Albert was in the tire business forever, since '85, and my Uncle Vic crew chiefed for Dick Trickle, so it's in our blood, but I just never got the chance to race.
Dan Thompson in the 99 and Ty Feetzer in the white 19 car on the front row as we go green in the first of our twin features. Early on, Henry Neerdles in the 76 spins into the infield. The battle for the lead has Caden Kostichka in the 21, Thompson's 99, Tim Bauman in the 6, and Brandon Reichenberger in the 04. These cars are older late models, the class created at WIR for drivers who want to race on a budget. Kostichka's making the high side work, Thompson hanging tough down low. Last lap, and Tim Bauman's made his way up to second, but this one is all Caden Kostichka, the young Green Bay driver, with the win.
It's really cool to win it because it's my first time ever racing here, and just learning to learn the track, and yeah, it was good.
Feature number 2 has Mike Meyerhofer Jr. in the 32 and Rick Spoo's 24 car up front on the start. And trouble early on the backstretch. Caden Kostichka spun, and Tim Bauman's up on the bank. He is out of the race. Rick Spoo leads in the 24. The veteran out of Neenah racing with Brandon Reichenberger in the 04. Reichenberger, the defending champion in the Midwest Truck Series. And the leaders get together in the corner. This changes everything. Coming to the checkers, it's Ty Feetzer taking the win.
This class is growing rapidly, actually. I was just talking to Pete this year about it, and the times we're running at Kakana, where we somewhat weekly run, is just crazy compared to what they were running a couple of years ago with 5, 7, 8 cars, and now we're up to like 15.
Heat race winner Derek Van Driel in the 12 and Brazen Bennett in the 9 lead the Tundra field to green for the first of 108 laps in the Labor Day Cleaver Classic. Bennett's out front early with two-time track champion Wyatt Brooks second in the 25 and John Beal third in the 5 car. Bennett won the Pro Late Model Championship here this season, but he's got Beal now up to second, Brooks, and Ty Fredrickson running fourth. John Beal has had a lot of success here, and he's closing on the leader. Beal to the lead. Bennett now second. Fredrickson up to third with two-time race winner Jordan DeVoy running fourth. John Beal's pulling away. Here's the battle for second. Fredrickson and DeVoy both working their way past Brazen Bennett. John Beal has 4 wins here on Memorial Day. He's very good in a long daytime race at Golden Sand Speedway. Beal's led a lot of laps, but he's not pulling away from second and third. And the caution flies with 23 laps to go. Dylan Mackesy in the 93 car involved. We'll restart with John Beal and Ty Fredrickson side by side. Fredrickson, the defending Tundra Series champion, making his move to get past Beal. Jordan DeVoy, Brock Heinrich in the 52, and fast qualifier Jeremy Lepak right behind. This is getting intense. Beal not giving up the lead without a fight. He comes back on Ty Fredrickson. But the car to watch is the 40. Jeremy Lepak's gone to the high side. And our fast qualifier is making that outside lane work. Lepak and Beal fighting for the lead. Fredrickson, Heinrich, and DeVoy right behind. Lepak to the lead. The former Slinger and State Park Speedway champions made it to the front. Can he hold on? John Beal is right there. But this day belongs to Jeremy Lepak, winning the Tundra Series Cleaver Classic at Golden Sands.
That's the race you should put on for the fans, right? That right there, wheel to wheel, we never touched a single time. And we were door to door, and there were times where you couldn't have slid your hand in between us. And it was hard racing. And that's the way races should be won. Run hard like that.
After setting fast qualifying time, Jeremy Lepak had to pass a dozen cars to get to the front. Once he got there, the two-time national short track champion wasn't going to be denied. I'm Bill Holland. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who makes our program possible, including our new sponsor, Johnson & Sons Paving. We'll see you next time we go in the groove on the Racing Roundup Show.
How about a hand for Bill Holland for putting that report together? Nowhere else could you find short track results and reports and interviews like we have with Bill. So thanks, Bill, for all season long. Had to be a bunch of fun on Labor Day weekend, and there's a lot more racing yet to come this year. Our shows are on every Tuesday through September 30th, so there's more racing to come. I'm looking forward to seeing more from you.
I will steal a line from Joe Hogan. We'll take a look at the schedule and see what ones we can make.
It's going to be great. Bill, thanks again for all your involvement in the show. Thanks to our friends at Johnson & Sons Paving. They cover statewide, so if you indeed want to get involved in some paving work, whether it be concrete or asphalt, JohnsonandSonsPaving.com is your place to go. Great support of our show. I want to thank them for coming on board as sponsor of the In the Groove segment. Before we turn you loose here tonight, I want to tell you that there's a lot to be thankful for. And before we start the fancy music, I want everybody to please take a moment and say thank you with a round of applause for all the racers and teams and people that are here bringing their race cars and supporting our show tonight at Utica Bar. Thank you, everyone, for being part of it. Thank you, Utica Bar. Thank you, Utica Seed. Thank you to Rock Diesel. It's been a lot of fun. And Hogan Farms, man, what a great support. We finally got Joe on the show. It's kind of cool. We got Joe on the show. Joe Hogan. It's great to see them as part of our program. Next Tuesday, we're back here at Polly's Pub and Eatery, 81st and Greenfield in West Dallas. Then we're off to the Cellar in Oak Creek, and then we wrap up at Polly's on September 30th. Our show schedule's on RacingRoundupShow.com. I want to thank each and every one of our crew for making this possible. I want to thank our friends at Benson Valley Bourbon for bringing us another great road show. One more to go yet in 2025, in 2 weeks' time in Oak Creek at the Cellar on Oak Creek Automotive Night. I want to thank, as well, all the people that are involved in our program. I want to thank Dave Schmoller, Matt Rapina, Greg Lapine, Sam Trado, Dean Strom, Sherry Prague, Bill Holland, Mark Goodman, Bruce Blodgett, Faye Hendricks, and Joe Lapine. Just some of the faces that you see every time we go to these races. Every time we go to the show, it's not just me up here talking. It's a whole team making this 41st season such a great fun and just a great time to be part of a racing community here in Wisconsin, covering all things motorsports. Tune in this Saturday to CW18 Milwaukee at 11:30 a.m. for the Racing Roundup TV show, and I'll see you back here next Tuesday at Polly's. I'll be at Bristol and Toledo in between now and then, but hope to see you at the short track real soon. Thanks, everybody, for joining us at Utica Bar. Have at it, racers.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Remember to tell your friends and watch our 30-minute TV show on Milwaukee's CW18 this Saturday morning at 11:30. Like our show on Facebook, follow and interact with us on X and Instagram at Racing Roundup. Join the racing crowd at our live show and win prizes. For our latest show schedule and to watch all of our shows on demand, visit our website, RacingRoundupShow.com. We are delivering fresh content every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. Until next time, race fans, on behalf of our entire crew, this is Dean Strom reminding you to support your local racetracks, set your DVRs, have at it, racers.
Hey, everybody, we are off the air. We have giveaways to do. I've got a little bit of a TV production, then we're doing some giveaways, so make sure you stick around. Those numbered tickets that Faye handed out in the daytime, we're giving out prizes. You have to have your ticket to win them. We have a lot of prizes to give out, so stick with us. Be patient. Thank you. Hope you brought a sweatshirt or two along, and we'll be doing those giveaways here in just a little bit. Thank you.